used to go so hard, bro. I
It
remember.
used
I
to,
I,
nigga,
I
used
say
to.
I say used to because I'm remembering the time when it came out, man. Let me tell you this quick story. That we jumping on the live, but yo,
Run it.
my brother at the time had a '75 Pearl Impala,
Woo,
two
nice,
two fif-
nice.
215s in the back, 2 amps, and they was on a crossover. He was one of the first people I ever heard of doing crossover
With the
with amps.
crossover, yeah, with the
Yeah,
crossover,
but he did it
yeah.
with two. He did two with the crossover, so it's like an X in the trunk. Man, but I tell you, between that Southern Playalistic and that 69 Boys album, my brother
Yeah.
he used to beat the block down. That's
That boom boom. That Southern playlistic Cadillac funky music. That
bro,
shit,
I'm
boy,
telling
them
you like this.
808s early on were
I
hard,
was
bro.
I was grown years old when I realized Funky Ride had that much knock to it.
Bro, where the fuck you been at, bro?
Yeah, I think I was a kid. I ain't had no speakers.
Bro,
I ain't
you
have my
ain't.
own. I ain't have my own speakers. You remember when you was little? You got that first CD player that sat like this, and it sat on your nightstand.
Yeah,
CD
yeah.
player at the top. You had to pop it one time and it pop up. Yeah, that's the one I had. So yeah, nah, I ain't had no knock. I had no idea what bass was.
I see. I see.
But
Shit,
yo,
nigga. Let's go.
man,
Let's go. Let's run. I'll talk about this shit all day, but let's
oh,
run.
and right, we could do that. But yo, that red box. Oh, damn, I don't switch sides, y'all. The red box over there in this corner tells us that we are live. What's good, people? Y'all know what time it is. It is Friday night, 8 something, and you are just in time for the Dope Show with your host, two-time ATL's hottest DJ, the God DJ Agony, also known as Dr. Dope, where our motto here is simple: on the building. So, first of all, big shouts out to everybody that stopped through Wednesday night for the quick 30. Yo, top 10 essential black movies of the 90s. And y'all know it's gonna have to be a part two to that list because there's so many I forgot. But there was so many essential black movies of the 90s. There's too many classics. But of course, the number one movie was Friday. It's like, if you grew up in the 90s and didn't see Friday, I got a lot of questions. Matter of fact, no, I don't. I got one question. Where were you and what were you doing? That's two questions, but I got a lot more. Don't worry about it. But yeah, if you have not checked that out, you can go to the Dope Enterprise Instagram page. You go to the Dope Enterprise page on Facebook, go to my personal page, or you can go to Dope Enterprise page on YouTube. Yo, the quick 30 is anywhere you can find. So you can't say I can't find it, DJ Agony. You's a lie. I know you's a lie because I'm on 4 different platforms on Wednesday nights. Friday nights, I'm on 3 platforms, but you can still find me. And we are here. And I told y'all every time I got people in the building, yo, I can't be dope unless my friends are dope. And I keep dope friends. That's why they're here. So if you read the synopsis for the night for my readers in the house and for my occasional non-readers, it's a dope singles. Now I know y'all remember the last time it was more of a hookup type show. Nah, we ain't gonna do that this time. We just have an open conversation and dialogue with two very, very highly intelligent singles that I know personally, and y'all gonna meet them tonight. One you have seen already. Damn it, I did it again. One you've seen already. The other one, she's new to the dope show, but we'll go ahead and break her in, right? You know what I'm saying? I think she watched a couple of reruns on YouTube last week or whatever. So introduce yourself, ladies first. Tell these folks who you is, what you do.
I'm my name is Keisha. I'm from New Orleans. I currently live in Florida. Right now I'm in a transition of getting a new job, so I'm kind of excited about that. I have a 115-year old beautiful princess, and I like walks on the beach. I'm just playing.
Hey, I'm a Scorpio. I love Chinese food.
Mhm.
Damn. Well, there'll be no low main on that side of the screen, y'all.
Not a
Whoa,
Scorpio.
whoa,
Nope, that
whoa.
just be me. It's gonna be one of them nights, y'all. It's gonna be one of them nights. And Monk, I had to get one, dog. I know you're gonna recognize this. I had to get
Oh, bro, hey,
Not the
bro, you were
bell.
reading my mind, bro. Nah, man, like I am the bell connoisseur, bro. Like my timing on the nigga, my timing on the bell be like, cause see, sometimes people don't think what they say is bell worthy. So I gotta let you know, like, hey, no, everyone has something to contribute to the lexicon and dialogue that creates this fabric.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let folks know, like, nah, I'm rocking with what you saying.
See, he said lexicon, y'all. I'm sure there was a smaller word for that, but Monk don't know these words. He does not know these smaller words. Mark,
Hey
tell these
man,
folks as if they don't know, as if they've been living under a rock for the last this many years and don't know who you are. Remind these
hey,
people who you is.
hey man, I'm
Well, I
just
don't.
right. You know what I'm saying? She don't know who I am, you know what I mean? But I am just a humble servant of humanity. I am Music Monk ATL. Monk is just fine. I'm a student of life. You know what I mean? So no kids, not married. I got 2 dogs. I do have a lot of experience, but not necessarily in the ways that you may immediately think. So I consider myself I consider, I'm on some shit already, but I consider myself to be 100% accountable, and I love to hear everyone else's ideas, especially about how we can better relate to each other and not take things so personal in such an interpersonal society and world that we live
Mm.
in. So.
There you go. If y'all notice
Mhm.
though, this man used the word humble and lexicon together. I find I
Leave
yeah,
that alone.
humble my ass.
You got me
Um,
here. You got me here.
but you know what?
And I study etymology too. So I don't like to use the word humble because the origins mean subservient, and I don't feel like we should be subservient. We should always be grateful. But I digress. I
I'm about to
digress.
say yeah.
I agree.
Once we start getting into connotations, boy, words can goddamn go this way and then cut right this way.
All
I be
day.
telling,
All
I
day.
still be telling people about good morning. Don't good morning me. I'm out. Grand rising, because you don't morning, you rise in the morning.
I say what's happening.
Okay, that works
I
too.
just, you know what? I just say
I'm running
hello.
Cater. We gonna say what's up
That
with you, Shouter?
You know what?
that works.
I say hello because I'm gonna be honest, like the Grand Rising movement has been, and let me not say hijacked, but if you from Atlanta, like you just know, like you seen a whole bunch of different waves and movements and how people apply that to the dating world. And some years ago, the Hotep movement made its way into the dating world. And
Ooh.
because of that, and I'm not saying that Grand Rising is wrong, and I'm not saying that Egyptology is wrong, but there was 53 other countries in Africa. So you can't just base all of your ideology just based on Kemet, especially when you start finding out some stuff about the real origins of your people. Now I digress on that. But my real point is that, like when I say things out here in the world, like I think it's very important for black people to be very intentional about what they say and not just do shit because it's a fad. So if it's intentional for you to say Grand Rising, then you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep that, you gotta keep the energy.
Keep that same energy.
Now
Don't
I'm
be
not
saying
saying
Grand Rising with a pork chop sandwich in your hand.
well, no, I mean, but if you choose, but see, once again, this is why it's hard to date in the black community because when it comes to ideology is not static. Like
No,
it's not static at all. It's very fluid.
it's very
Mhm.
relative.
It's very, you know what I'm saying, it's very fluid. So what happens is that, and I'll use an example outside of relationships. So if you're in the black community, if you mention out loud in the black community that you are a vegetarian or a vegan, they're gonna be fork watching you forever,
Are
Yep.
these effects? Are these effects?
which is unreasonable, right? Because at the end of the day, which is why I say I'm very careful about labeling myself. But at the end of the day, as a man or as a human being, as an autonomous being, if one day I want to have a hamburger, I'm gonna eat me a goddamn hamburger. But you can't do that because you say, "Oh no, 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 you don't eat no meat. This stuff too good for you," and it's not that. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just gotta be very careful on how we present ourselves with certain things. But I have no problem with Grand Rising. I think I know the energy behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people hit you with a Grand Rising, and you just feel like they finna hit you with the one too.
But you know what? It's going back to something you said, particularly when you was talking about vegetarians and vegans. Don't be out here test the line 1 minute like, oh, meat is the poison of the world, and then I seen you down at the Rib Shack 2 days ago. Like, like you said, keep that same energy. If you were out here claiming that you're a vegetarian or a vegan, be that your whole existence. It shouldn't take nobody sitting over your shoulder, fort watching, as you said, for you to be held accountable. When you put that title on yourself, the accountability is on you daily.
But let me ask you this though,
Okay.
and this is a key concept when it comes to relationships.
Mm.
As human beings, when are you allowed to change your mind
About
about
Mm.
anything?
well, you
Let me.
should be a. Uh, I mean, a conversation should be had if you know it's necessary. But you should be allowed to change your mind whenever you feel like.
So if I say, hey, I ain't eat like okay, so I put it like this. The people that know me, and they like and they've known how I've gone through like like whether or not I eat meat or I'm not eating meat, they'll just ask me where you at right now. Now that's an extra significance because I am significant to them for them enough for them to ask and care. But for the most part, I had to realize that it's all about what you. I'm about to say something. It's all about what you choose to bloviate. And I think that's what we're talking about. We're talking about when people be beating their goddamn chest in about some shit, and then they really know they want some ribs, and then it's like, what happened? But I think if you approach love and life with moderation,
Hmm.
I think the rewards are a lot long. Like they're more long lasting because you don't burn out.
I learned a long time ago to let people be who they are. You can't transform anybody, and transformation does not
Nigga, I'm not playing with
happen
you.
overnight. If
I'm sorry, kids. I'm not playing with it.
I saw that when it came on the screen, he plays too much.
Oh shit,
I
god
mean,
damn,
look.
bro.
If nothing else, we
Uh-uh.
don't. If nothing else, Monk knows this. Keisha, you'll learn this. If you're around DJ Agony, you laughing, you gonna have a good goddamn time hanging around me. Monk will
I'm
attest to that.
solid.
Hey, but let me jump in and holler at some of my people in the chat. Yo, we got Di Loverly in the building. She is gonna be one half of our couple show coming up in a couple of weeks. So Miss Loverly, you in the other half, y'all get ready. You don't know if you got get your hair done, however y'all do it. But yo, that's gonna be one half of our couple show come up in a couple of weeks. I'm excited to have these people on. These are some people I've known for some time. And yo, I just every time they post, I was like, man, I love the hell out y'all black asses. But
Black asses.
with your black ass, I love
I'm brown.
y'all motherfuckers. I swear. Love the hell out
Hey
y'all.
man, hey
I got
man,
my boy Corey
I love
Jones
it.
in the building.
Hey,
Corey
Corey.
Corey's Heavenly Cakes. Cakes, pie.
I'm
What
still
was
waiting
it?
on a cake.
Cakes, muffins, and mini bunts.
I've been asking for a cake for like a year now, and I still not haven't gotten a cake.
I
Jones,
just gained
you
three
got
pounds. Just
Jones.
thinking about that shit.
Jones, you got some things to worry about. You got some things to talk about. So you work that out, brother. You work that out, Jones. I don't mind the business. I just promote it. But
You know,
yeah,
he good peeps. He good peeps.
yeah. Like I said, Corey's Heavenly Cakes, man. Check him out. Oh, and I got my boy Cutter Codeine in the building. Yo, how about them Saints?
Hey, nah, how about them
I'm talking,
ain'ts,
I'm talking, I'm
bruh?
talking my shit today. Even though
Listen, even though they're
Bruh,
still listen, even though it's still my
bruh,
team, they played like shit. I'm sorry. They
bruh.
I
they
will
did.
put it to you like this: New Orleans has one saving grace because your Pelicans came out and embarrassed Brooklyn the other night. I loved every second of it.
That's
I was
fine, but
I was a Pelicans fan for about 50 minutes one night.
I'm not.
Oh,
Did
I
you
got
say 50 minutes?
about 50
I'm,
minutes. I was a
I'm, d-
Pelicans fan. I got Robin Young in the building. Robin, what's happening with you? I got
hey,
my, I got my
moderation
boy.
is
I got the
key.
damn problem
Very
child.
correct.
That damn Jackson boy in the building. Lord. I got that Jackson boy in here, y'all.
Fatherhood is beautiful.
Oh, I mean, yeah, great dad, but he's more of the problem child, if anything. Like, he has kids. He's like my kid, but grown. It's one of them things.
Damn.
I just have to be like this.
Hey, Melvin, don't let that nigga son you like that on his show, bruh.
Right?
Let that nigga son you like that, bruh.
Yeah, look, only thing I just don't get tax money for him, man. I ain't get no Biden bucks, no nothing for that, man.
Not
Oh
fighting.
no. There you go, Uptown in the building. Talk that shit, cuz.
Uptown, third ward in the building.
oh man, I ain't gonna lie though. I went to New Orleans last summer, man, and outside of the streets being shitty as fuck, don't be mad. Y'all know them streets is
They
goddamn
dirty.
atrocious. They
Yes,
atrocious, man. Like they
very.
atrocious. I was in the northern part of the city, which had a slightly higher elevation, so the infrastructure wasn't as heavily damaged by Katrina. But those
What do you
goddamn
put in the city?
you said what?
What in the city?
No, no, I mean, no, I came down to the city and everything. Like I loved it. It was
Okay.
really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna be bougie. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make sure I go down and be amongst the people.
Oh,
But
okay.
I did notice that them streets was goddamn terrible. Like shit, for real. Like you might as well had just not had no tires at all.
Damn.
I can't lie about that because
It's like
them
for real. No
potholes,
lie, no
them
lie, no
potholes.
lie. Everybody that I know from New Orleans tell me that they don't buy new tires.
Oh,
For
that's
what?
deep.
They got
So
potholes.
so
That's exactly what they say. They be like, for what? And I be like,
so the streets
damn,
beat the
bruh.
beat the car up that bad.
Bruh, it's bad, bruh. Cause you gotta
Yes,
think, bro, like that city is it's an old city.
it
True.
is.
And when the water and everything, what you know what I'm saying, when the water and everything came, it just washed away just layers that they had just been doing on top of layers. They never really had real engineering like that. Not trying to be funny, but no, no, no. It wasn't a lot of civil engineering going on in there because they were trying to just figure out how to keep the city from flooding out. So more attention goes to that
Right.
versus the damn streets and that. You know what
I
I'm
Well,
saying?
wasn't.
Like,
and tell my boy Cutter, look,
I
hey,
wasn't laughing at you.
them holes that they had on 20 at Panola going west, they fixed them now. Yeah, yeah.
Finally,
Now you can ride in the middle lane on 20 going past Panola.
hey,
Yeah.
you know what? You know what? Raggedy ain't as bad as atrocious, my nigga. Atrocious is a level like y'all shit. Like they don't even bother to fix y'all streets, bro. Like they got whole sections of the city. They ain't even. They were like, we not fucking fixing it.
Damn.
that sounds
Damn.
about right. But you're gonna get off my city. But you're right.
I'm just saying, hey man, hey, I got love. I got love. Hey man, for real, New Orleans is really like a sister city to Atlanta anyway.
It is.
For real. So like,
That-
it's all love. It
that's
just
why football season they fight like how they do.
I hate y'all niggas, bruh.
It's brother and sister
Hate
type
y'all
shit.
niggas, bro. Hey man, you should love your
Fine.
city, bro. You should. You should.
Oh, absolutely.
I absolutely love my city.
I'm gonna
I
give
don't
them
look. Hey, look. I don't love my city enough to take a hurricane for that motherfucker though.
We
Woo.
didn't ask for it either. It
Huh?
came.
Huh?
And there's
Huh?
the bell.
Huh? Nigga, nigga, Nashville looking real good right about now. What the fuck?
I did. But yo, with Cutter Codeine, man, he's like a brother to me, man. But I have to give him hell about LSU. I have to give him hell about the Saints. I have to give him hell about the Pelicans. Even though my Lakers ain't looking no better, my Cowboys
So
my
nice.
my
Cowboys
my Cowboys in the
in the
middle of
log
the
off.
road, and my college team did beat LSU back in 2017, and I'm holding on to that one.
Hey,
Ooh,
LSU, that's my team. That's right. I'm Tigers.
said we gonna make the playoff. Nigga, I could make the playoffs in the NFC South, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. But anyway, let's get on to the show, man. Look, we supposed to be on here talking about damn single shit and getting opinions and conversation. And next thing I know, I got goddamn Kevin up here fucking with me.
You
All
got
right.
sidetracked.
You said what?
You got sidetracked.
But you know what? That's the cool thing about the dope show. Like when you have your own media platform, it's like, all right. We want to
That's
talk about if we
fine.
can, if we can spend the next 48 minutes talking about the NFL, so be it. Or we can get on to what the topic was.
Well,
We'll
let's
do
get
that
on the
too.
topic.
Who the hell knows? Like it's the dope show. Anything's liable to come out. Anything's liable to come out in the next hour or so. Monk, you've witnessed it. You were here.
Hey man, let me just say, I don't know if I'm on probation from the last show. I know it. I know, like I know the shows I be on. Okay, all right, shit. You know what? You know what? Cut up. Let's talk about relationships. So everything all good. Let's just dive right into it.
Yeah.
My
And,
brother, my
and,
brother.
and,
Okay.
and as far as that last show, man, look, it was just one of those things that happened how it happened, and it's
It
just
was a
like
great show. It was a
Right.
great show.
when it's rolling like that, you can't stand in front of that train. You see what I'm saying? Even
Yeah,
if
man.
that train does
You know
go
what?
downhill for 2 hours and 16 minutes
Woo! In 37 seconds.
and
37.
37 seconds. All right, so look,
37 seconds.
so this is how
No.
we gonna run it. Are we gonna go through just a Q&A? I got questions, y'all got the answers. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna run through. Keisha, you know what I'm saying? With you being the lady in the room, you get first dibs on all the questions.
Okay.
But there's no prize money in this. Like I said, we're gaining understanding.
Okay.
And you're gaining understanding. So when you leave, your prize is a greater understanding.
Hit the
I'm all
bell,
for
nigga.
that.
Hit the bell,
I
nigga. Hit
did,
the
man.
okay.
This bell does not sound off like it
Bro,
stands.
that, nigga, that's a Dollar Tree bell, bro. I need
Right?
you to go to Walmart or Target,
I
bro.
got it from
Like,
Amazon. Hold up.
oh, bro.
There you go.
Wow. They doing it
Okay,
like that?
okay, okay,
Wow.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
See, understand now. I have to realize I gotta hit the bell. I can't. No, I gotta.
Tap it.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Okay.
That's it right there. That's it right there.
Man. Oh, but Corey Jones said it's really need relationship streaks. Man, don't
Bruh,
man.
hey man, let's dive in, bruh. We
Let's
itching, bruh. We
let's
itching,
let's
bruh.
dive
We
in.
itching.
So the first question
Go
one
ahead.
I wanna God damn it, Kevin. This is not how you start a relationship show. It's not how
Big
you start.
Buddhist. Big. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like I said, y'all, I'm dope. My friends are dope. That's why they're my friends. That's why they're here. I like I said, I love this brother as a brother. He's gonna share this screen with me one day. Just know that he will be here. Y'all get to witness Cutter Codeine in the flesh, and it's gonna be like, well, damn. And it's like, yeah, boy.
I
so the
gotta
first,
start reading the comments, man. I gotta start reading the comments.
so the first question I want to ask. This is always my favorite question. Your ideal first date. How would it go? Walk me through it from beginning to end.
Shit, that all really depend on my mood.
If it could be just the perfect first date, whatever you call perfect, what would it look like?
Do we need
I
to
mean,
tell our zodiac signs real quick? I'm sorry, Keisha.
You
Do we
know
need to tell
what?
our zodiac?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, we need to lead off with our zodiac signs. I think
Why
it's gonna
not?
help. It just make it interesting for everybody involved.
Why not?
I'm all for it.
All right,
Okay,
run.
Keisha, you up? Damn it, I keep doing that.
Actually a cusper. So my birthday is on the cusp between Aquarius and Pisces, and I have both traits. Let's chop. Oh, go ahead.
Aquarius and Pisces. Okay,
Yeah.
so February, Marchish.
No, Feb- February,
Yeah,
Okay,
just it's like
February
February 23rd. No. February like
19th,
18th, 19th, yeah, 18th to 19th. Yeah, something
mon-
like that.
the 19th.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So Pisces starts at the end of February.
Yes, the 22nd, I
Oh,
think.
some bitch. See, I be reading books with no pictures. That's what I'm talking about. My boy Cutter, a goddamn Pisces in the
Actually,
building.
okay. So how it works is it. My birthday actually ends Aquarius and starts Pisces. So that's how that works.
Okay, February 28th, last day of the
Oh,
month.
he had the
The
last day.
last day.
He
The
a full.
last
He's
day.
a full Pisces.
Whole Pisces out
A
here.
whole Pisces. Up in here. Not
Whole
a
Pisces.
half. A whole.
Mark, man, when you got here on this planet, man, tell these folk where you at with it.
Bruh. I am actually a part of the sign that saturates the world the most. Now, hear me out. Now, I'm not saying that we the best because that's all relative, but it is a known fact that there are more Virgos in the world than any other sign.
Why did I
But
feel that energy coming from you?
because it's very precise. It's very precise. I'm over here, Michael Jackson and Beyonce on y'all last night.
No. Now, are you
But
on August or September?
August, I'm August 30th, which is weird because like my birthday is like in the midst of like a whole bunch of like legendary celebrities, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Dave Chappelle, Michael Jackson, Kobe
Mm-hmm.
Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
shit, even goddamn Joe Budden. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's cool.
September 9th is statistically the most saturated birthday on the entire planet. And I
9-9,
Yeah.
huh?
and I think I have a theory behind this because typically what's exactly 9 months before September?
New Year's.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
niggas be in a good mood fucking because of the new year, and then you get a
And
bunch of Virgos.
but
Like
see, you
that's
know what?
literally all
I
it
can't
is.
argue
Like
with
for
that.
real.
But you know what? Here's my thought process on that. Now, but y'all might know my birthday. I'm a Scorpio. So I would think there would be more Scorpios than anything because 9 months ago
No.
it was Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day. I
9 months
get it.
before Scorpio season is Valentine's Day.
I
Right.
get
I
it.
mean, that's a good day to fuck on.
Okay.
But you'll be surprised. More people probably get. Well, let me just say this: Virgos in general are just celebratory babies because, like, a week prior to that is Christmas. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just it's just the season in general. It's just a very festive season.
So that's what they
My
talk about.
daughter's a Virgo.
Tis the season to
And,
be fucking.
and it's tis the season to get drunk, be around your friends and family, relax, and let it rip. Shoot the club up, nigga.
Oh,
Goddamn, goddamn, shoot the club up. You know what I'm saying? With no remorse, nigga. No remorse, bruh. I ain't doing no press conferences, nigga. I ain't turning myself in, nigga. I'm shooting the club
Wow.
up.
We got
You know,
some,
Period, bruh.
it's
we got some
funny you
people
said
that
that
ain't
because
fast. They're not
my
fast
daughter,
Valentine's Day out here.
my daughter was supposed to be born on the 30th, and she came on the 25th.
You see what I'm saying? So, but like I said,
They be fighting on the.
see, they be fighting on Valentine's Day. They don't be fighting on New Year's, bruh. They look, see what I'm saying? Don't nobody fight on New Year's. They like shit. I'm drinking and I'm fucking. Valentine's Day, niggas
Hey,
is mad.
boy, that,
Niggas is mad.
boy, that
Nigga,
eggnog got some in it, boy. Hell, niggas out there, man.
bruh.
Tell your ass
Nigga,
up, boy.
nigga,
You done got me this
You
if
feel it
game
nice.
on the PlayStation. You
if
think you
nigga,
ain't getting it tonight?
if the eggnog got Hennessy or E&J in it, nigga, you a Virgo, nigga, you about to have a
It's
Virgo day.
all over.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
wrap.
now. I'm gonna be honest. That is that's not even an opinion. That is what's called a fact.
That's a fact, bruh.
I,
That is a.
I agree.
I'm gonna be honest. Hennessy and eggnog makes children.
Bruh.
God damn it! Don't
Bruh.
nobody like that. You know what, man? Fuck y'all. I still like Valentine's Day.
This nigga said, what's that? Hey, nigga, hey, for real, for real. Hey, for real, for real. When Andre came out with the Love Below, and so the nigga had Love Hater and the Valentine's Day song right next to each other, which I
Right.
thought was brilliant. I thought the shit was brilliant. But
Fair.
that Valentine's Day, man, like if y'all listen to it, that nigga's really on some fuck that Valentine's Day. That nigga's really talking about beating Cupid's ass, you know what I'm saying? But
I
also
just,
succumbing to the energy that is, falling in love, right? It's just fucking amazing. Like niggas the goat, man.
I would just like to set it out, y'all, that y'all need to reconcile with Valentine's Day because we need more Scorpios out here. I don't like being the only one. Me and my mom.
My mom a
No.
Scorpio,
Well, me, my mom, and Monk's mom.
and my mom
My
and
niece is a Scorpio.
See,
and my goddaughter's a
Well,
Scorpio,
one of my nieces is a Scorpio.
and
see,
my god brother's a
We don't need no
Scorpio.
more, y'all.
So
we need plenty more.
Mm-mm,
I need like a whole
mm-mm.
this many. We need that many.
so Keisha, I'm very very
I'm
interested
sorry.
in I'm very very interested in like what's like your ideal day because now that I know you're a Scorpio. See, here's the thing.
No, I'm
I'm sorry,
no.
not
Hold
Scorpio.
up.
I'm
I'm a
sorry. Hold on.
You
I'm
Scorpio.
messing
sorry.
up already.
I'm sorry that you are a cusper. You
Thank
are
you.
an you are an Aquarius slash Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Now that I know that, going into what's your first date, well, you know what I'm saying, like what's your ideal first date? I would think that it would be maybe something like active. Like I feel like if I said, "Hey, Keisha, let's go to Andretti's on the first date," I feel like you would be like, "Oh shit," you know what I'm saying?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
okay. So definitely
I like
something,
adventure.
definitely something active, something activity involved. But there's
Adventure.
also like I feel like there's also like a vulnerability as well, you know what I mean? So probably after maybe like about like an hour or so, it'll probably be time to they kind of wrap it up, you know what I'm saying? And kind of just start going back to people watching. So that's one of the reasons why I've always gotten along with Pisces, always. Cause we'll go do some shit, cut the food, and then be like, I'm ready to fucking go at the same time. Like it never fails at the same fucking time. Like we're ready to fucking go.
I would
So
not deny that. I'm that person.
so so I don't want to lead you, but I am interested to hear, and I'm pretty sure the audience is interested to hear what is your
Hell,
ideal
Monk,
day?
you done told the story now.
With the story through his eyes. I didn't tell my side of my story. Thank you, because it's my story, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
was very presumptive, you know what I'm saying? Very, very, very presumptive.
And
But
you
okay.
got it right. I appreciate that. So my ideal date, because nobody is perfect, so I don't believe in perfect. But my ideal dates, however, would be something like I said, it depends because I like to go to the movies. I like to do stuff fun. I am a kid at heart. I like to like Andretti's would be something for me. Like last weekend, I went to an arcade,
Hell yeah.
and yeah, I'm a nerd. I like anime. I like arcades, video games. I'm into all of that stuff. I like stuff. So it just wherever the wind blows, I like to have a good time. But when I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go.
That's real. Arcades and Andretti's. I love it. Any meal on this date, or we're just gonna be out there having fun, hungry as hell.
No, we gotta eat. No, I got to eat.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so let me tell you. Like last weekend, I had a date,
Oh
and
shit. You ain't gonna be on dope singles long, goddamn it. Going on dates and shit.
okay, so let me see. The first Saturday night, we went to where we go? We went to Bahama Breeze.
Out there in Gwinnett. So you must be out there in Gwinnett.
No, I'm in Florida. I'm not in Georgia.
Okay,
No.
okay, Florida. Okay, Florida. Okay, gotcha.
So I was in Orlando. Um, we was like near I Drive, and so we would that. I'm not gonna tell the rest of the day because that was yeah. So Sunday,
Wait a minute, hold on. You leaving stuff out. Now, mind you, hold on.
no,
Give me,
it was embarrassing on my
give me,
part, so I don't want to tell it. No.
give me a second. Boom. See, this right here, there it go. Says that you can say what the fuck you want to. So,
What
so,
the
so up in that corner, you see that, right? So that means y'all got Bucky naked.
How you know I would just want everybody in my business of what happened last weekend.
Wait a minute. So y'all got Bucky naked?
I mean, I'm not.
They was up there doing the naked tootsie roll,
Listen,
y'all.
I'm not telling. I'm not telling.
Ooh, all right. Hey, Carter Cody said, let's get loaded and go from there. Goddamn right. That's how you end up Bucky naked.
man? I want to
Okay.
shit. How do I type in the comments too? I want to type in the comments too. Shit. Oh, there they go.
So
Yep, I
that's
got it.
exactly what happened. I was on right card. I was on the edible, and I got sick. It's funny. It wasn't funny at the time, but it was funny.
I say that's
Oh,
that's
it was funny then too.
I'm about to
This
say
shit
that's not
was
Bucky naked. That's different.
like.
I
Exactly.
was sick. I mean, you asked, so I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you the rest of what
So
happened.
let me ask you this. So Keisha, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, ma. Let me ask you this. So like, where you meet this dude at? Well, let me. I don't want to assume
I've
that it's a
known
guy.
him.
Okay. So you've known him. So this is a repeat offender, is what we call him.
Recidivist. See,
Mm,
I got you.
Goddamn. Hey, type that shit in. Type it in. Goddamn recidivist. Nah, nigga, type that shit in. Goddamn. Type that shit in.
right,
Yo,
Jocelyn.
Uh-uh.
the comments is jumping right now. Yo, I got Miss
Comments
Richard
is
in the building.
lit.
What's happening
Comments is
with you?
lit.
I got Jason Brown 710 print shop in the building. Man, look, hey, look this brother up. Monday nights he got a show. 710 the Slickville. Also, every dope shirt you have ever seen was made by this gentleman right here.
Uh,
710 print shop. Holla at him. He said POF. God damn it. Never mind.
no,
Bruh.
this was
Bruh.
my no. In my situation, it was an old coworker. I hadn't seen him in like 10 years. So yeah.
So like how like what kind of questions are we allowed to go? Because I'm like, of course, now I really want to know now because it's like, okay, you know the nigga. So what type of relationship did y'all have previously?
We was just friends.
Y'all was just platonic friends or y'all was booty rubbing friends?
No, we were platonic friends.
So if this nigga want to go out with you now, boy, Cuddy, you going to fuck him. So if
That's
he
my
want to go,
I cannot.
I love it. I love it. I swear for God. And I ain't got past one damn question. But at the
At
same time,
all.
yo, this is ghetto gold. This is what we call ghetto gold, people, right here on the dope show.
hey man, we just be trying to make it a nice show for you, bro. That's all, man.
Hey,
So
yo.
what?
Yeah, they was smashing at the Little Caesars, bruh.
Nah,
No,
now.
They
no,
was
Hot,
smashing. They
hot and
was
ready like
no.
a
I'm gonna tell
sun.
you why. Because he was married, and I don't do married men.
well. Let me ask you this.
That's
Now, see, now I
respectable.
got questions. Yeah, it's respectable, But I got questions, Miss Keisha. You know what I'm saying? You're a very lovely young lady.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, expressing your dating experience. But you know, it's always details and nuances. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So
Mark,
what?
we know they didn't get Bucky naked. So
Well, that now. Well, hold on now. Now hold on, because my question was previously. Yeah, I was previously what, but now it seems like it's all green lights now. So I want to know what the energy like. 'Cause for the nigga to come back around, somebody want to fuck somebody.
yeah,
That's
but
all I'm
but
saying.
she ate an edible and threw up in his car though.
Oh, you threw up in the nigga car?
No,
No,
I'm
I didn't throw
I'm
up in the
at.
car. I
Oh,
threw.
Bro.
I made it to the toilet. I made it to the toilet.
oh,
Um,
but you
I'm,
threw up though. You threw
Yeah.
up. Hey, let me just tell y'all something. Even women,
What
ladies,
you
if
say?
y'all throw up, if y'all throw up on a date, the nigga still want to fuck. So I just
Oh, I
want to
know.
just say, the nigga is like, I know you got mouthwash. It's all good. You ain't finna let that be on you. So I'm okay with it. That has never turned a man off. So I'm just trying to figure
yeah,
out
nah, I'm
how
sorry.
the night ended.
I'm that one that yeah, bodily functions. All right, we are through for the evening. I'm gonna catch up with you. Don't call me. I'll call you. Okay, I got your number. Don't worry about it. I got
That nigga is not leaving, bro. Let me tell you, bro.
you. This
If a
nigga
woman,
is.
Care of me. I don't know about you. You stink, but he took care of me.
see what I'm saying? He took care of you because he knew eventually you wasn't gonna be feeling nauseous no more.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He a good one. Because DJ Aggie would have been like, woo, woo. All
See,
right, let
you
me see
dirty,
about.
nigga. You dirty. You done left the girl
Right.
throwing up and shit.
I'm like, you
You
good,
ain't
dog?
right. We
Okay,
know
so
how
look,
your
Wow.
first date. We
hey,
know
you
how your
good?
ideal date will go. Your ideal date will go with you peeling off as soon as any signs of trouble, nigga. You was peeling
He's
the
out.
fuck off, but
He
that
is
nigga
out.
is out, but what is you talking about?
I'm out the dizzle.
And okay,
Blood, nigga. That
so
nigga gonna
on
be like, you good? You good? Okay, I just wanna make
right.
sure you good, because I'm
Hey,
definitely
you said
leaving.
you was straight though. I got my bro Sharon in the building. Sharon, what's good with you, baby boy?
Hey,
Okay, so Sunday we went to go see The Woman King.
oh,
At first I
y'all 2 days in a row.
yes.
Oh
Um
shit.
and then we went to go to this Japanese restaurant. Oh my god, they had some good noodles. It was great. And then shut up, Corey. Oh, and then I think later on that night, that's when we went to the arcade.
Hey, cut a shout out. I love my brother. Hush up.
Well,
Hey, yo! Not the Dave Chappelle, bro.
Oh
Great
shit.
moments in hookup history.
why?
Yo, I got my brother Saga Boss in the building. Saga, what's good with you, brother? Man,
Saga, what up?
appreciate you for
Saga,
checking
Jason, what up? Man, I see
man.
all y'all, man.
Man, come
I
on,
didn't
man.
want no
Look,
popcorn.
you know this family right
I
She
here.
did.
want no
Okay.
popcorn.
I did.
So it wasn't even a popcorn bucket in the way. It's just like fuck this shit.
So respectfully, and I do mean
Foolish.
respectfully, we just want to know for this nigga to go out with you 2 days in a row and to be such a gentleman and having the history that you have with him, was there a good night kiss?
Yes.
She ain't said where though.
Nick, bruh, I got this, bruh. Trust, I got this, bruh.
My goodness.
I got this. I trust
Hey,
me. I know
hey,
where you're
Saga,
going.
Saga, you might
Fucking
want to.
Scorpio.
Hey, hey,
Right.
Saga, look, Saga. If you
Always
notice,
thinking about sex.
if you notice
Oh,
that
you
box, Saga, you remember that box in the upper right corner, the one that told us that we could say what the fuck we want to? Yeah, I went and
what
bought
for?
what the
Also,
fuck.
what
So
did I
yeah,
score?
I went and got one of those boxes. So it's sitting up in the corner. So you, matter of fact, that corner. So you might want to just stick around for this shit, cause yeah, it's one of them nights. It's one of them nights. Miss Richard, this is what I do on the dope show, man. No, when you come through to the dope show,
I want to compliment Miss Richard, but her last name hyphenated, so I'm gonna hold off. So let's
what?
continue with the let's continue with the interrogation.
Oh Lord, he doing this while driving. Hey man, wait till you get to a stopping point, man. Be safe on the damn road. Like damn,
Hey, hey,
the dope
Cutter.
show
Hey,
promote
Cutter.
road safety. God damn it.
I'm gonna tell you,
Stay
Cutter. I
dangerous.
don't know you, brother Cutter. I don't know you, but I fuck with you. I'm gonna tell you why. Anybody that can type and message in all caps is the kind of sociopath I can rock with, man.
And them Pisces men are so
Cause you got to be goddamn. Cause everybody think that.
I'm done. I'm
no.
done. Yo, one thing y'all gotta learn about Jason Brown, he is more than just a talk show and a shirt maker. This brother is fucking hilarious.
Oh, bro.
I see this.
He is.
So let's get back to the date, man. Goddamn, stop. I gotta stop reading the comments. What happened with you and this with you and the manager from the Piggly Wiggly? What happened?
Managed to have Piggly Wiggly. Y'all,
Jason has contaminated the damn chat, bro. Like
he
this
really has.
Niggas in Piggly
nigga,
Wiggly. It's
this
over.
nigga has now this nigga's gonna forever be, even if he not the manager. Like we know you didn't work at the Piggly Wiggly, so by
Okay,
default he
so
didn't. But
he
it's
was
just funny though.
no, like no lie. He was one of the managers at the job, and I was in quality. I was doing the listening to the calls. See if they
Did
was.
you let this nigga rub your booty at the end of the night? That's what everybody want to know. Like we, you know what I'm saying? Cue the booty rubbing music for real. Like we need to know. Like, cause if not, this nigga done took you to all these places. Now y'all not dating. Now y'all coating. Y'all coating now.
They coating now.
Oh, they coating that. You ain't give up no booty. Y'all coating now. I'm just all this. I'm just, bro. That nigga spent at least 150.
Bro,
At least.
I'm gonna be honest. Japanese restaurant. We talking hibachi and everything with the flipping the eggs and all that.
I ain't counting the brother
No,
pockets.
we didn't
I'm
go
just
to
saying.
hibachi. It was like a little,
And she bragging. She
corner.
corrected. I hope okay. So the nigga, it was what? It was what? It was like some street.
Like
What was it?
it was like in a corner. It wasn't hibachi, but it was like a little small, cute little quaint, restaurants.
Was it China?
Was it enough
What?
for the
Was
nigga
it
to?
China cafeteria on Callan Road?
Bro, you an asshole. You
This
an
was
asshole.
not in
Hey,
Atlanta.
you don't entertain him
Okay.
because Candler Road is away from Florida, a long ways from Florida. Do not goddamn entertain this nigga at all. His nigga is this.
Like really?
This
Like,
nigga, he really
it was-
shaded. He really
Hell
shaded
no.
your boy.
You said
No
it was
light.
small and it
No.
was quaint. I'm thinking China cafeteria.
Bro, once again,
Bye.
once
He took
again,
you for
you
that
have
sweet
proved you are proving that that there's a reason why that little box is in the corner.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
We here having a good time tonight, though. Like I said, we are 42 minutes in, and I have not touched this stack of cards.
Back to the debauchery though. Back to the debauchery.
The debauchery at the hibachi.
And the hibachi.
Oh,
Did y'all, you know what I'm saying? Did you reward this nigga for his patience? Nigga, shut the fuck up, Jason. Goddamn, this nigga said the Piccadilly. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Nigga. Cause the funny shit about it is the nigga not lying. The nigga not lying.
oh my god,
This nigga is not lying.
Hey, bro, I got
And
a coming out.
this nigga is not lying, bro. This nigga is not lying, bro. I'm mad this nigga took y'all to the SNS cafeteria on the low.
No, not the SNS.
I keep telling y'all, I have not been in Atlanta in a year. I'm in Florida, so y'all just
all you got to do is just listen.
It's a lot funny when we say it. It's just
For real.
At
Piccadilly.
this point, just roll with the jokes.
Yeah, but okay. So I would like to know at the end of the night
debauchery.
because we grown. No, I'm saying we grown. So since we grown, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was it like? Because I know you ain't let this man drive you all around God's creation.
We had a great night.
Oh.
I mean, he knocked her ass out.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did the nigga stop at the gas station on the way home? I just need to know.
No.
He
Oh
stopped
yeah,
on
that
he
nigga
stopped on the way before he came
on the
back.
on the way. Yeah. That that nigga took a whole pack of Royal Honey, nigga. A whole pack.
Oh,
That
Nah,
nigga took the that nigga took the whole pack.
oh my God.
So when's the next date? When's the next date? When's the next ideal date?
Um, I don't know because I have a lot going on right now. So we do plan on going to see the second Black Panther.
okay, that's in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
About two, maybe closer to 3 weeks, give or take ish.
Yeah, November 11th. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, this
So
hey, you know this is say they Nas drop a tape. Nas dropping the tape November 11th.
yeah, I know. I heard
November
about that.
11th. Yeah.
Yep, KD
That's
3.
Veterans Day. Yeah, that's Veterans Day too.
Nas is a veteran. He counts.
So this nigga stupid. Saga boss, you stupid, bro. Like I gotta stop fucking reading the comments, man. So
Hey, so
so
he took it from the window. Where else did he take it? I just wanted to finish it.
to the laundry room.
What? Y'all crazy.
I got my nephew Spud King in the building, man. Yo, hey, Spud, man,
Hey,
Spud, just stick
hey.
around, man. Like, it's gonna be one of those nights. And this
Well,
my
it's
nephew,
already one of them night, nigga. We is going ham in this motherfucker
and
tonight.
this
What?
my nephew. So he been know, and we say down here. They
To the
call
wall.
to the wall.
Hey, hey,
Hey, that just got a
hey,
feeling thing. I like how that happened.
hey.
Y'all a mess.
Oh my god, I love it though. I love it. This is why I wanted my own media platform. Nobody can tell me, you're at 46 minutes and 33 seconds. It's time to get off. It's time for commercial break. Hell no. We gonna have a good time on here tonight, man. I promise you. Anybody had a hard week at work this week?
Man, was it?
What about you, Mark?
I'm yeah, man. I am, I by nature I'm an existentialist. So I try not to let things in my immediate vicinity get to me. But no, man. I mean, it's been pretty easy peasy. I just been asking like a lot of questions, like why the fuck is the US invading Haiti right now? And you know what I'm saying? I mean, just you know what I'm saying, just questions like that. You know what I'm saying? Like questions like what like why we're focused on, Kanye actually telling the truth about something. Because whenever you speak on your identity, you know what I'm saying, whenever black people speak on their true identity, all of a sudden now all of a sudden you are anti this and you blackball that. So I just been
Man,
looking at how I
hey,
just
look
been,
here, Mark. I'm gonna be honest with you. That bar saves me from a lot of things,
but
but
not that.
talking about that and those, yeah, they kind of own the platform we're on right now, more than likely 10 times out of 2. However, I do agree with you. I do agree with what you said.
Facts. Enough said.
However,
Enough said. No,
yeah, them
what
people on our
what's
platform. But
enough
however,
said.
Mark said another schoolwork tonight, y'all, and I'm keeping count.
My ideal date is a full tank of gas in the truck. You know what I'm saying? The truck cleaned up, you know what I'm saying? Great conversation led up to it, you know what I mean? And a woman that, you know what I'm saying, essentially trusts my ability to protect her and to provide an entertaining evening regardless of what we do. So for me, I like things. Sometimes I like to bounce around, but for the most part, I like things that are cultured and that are out of the way. So if I really like you, we'll probably go to the Outcast mural. If I like you,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if I like you, we're gonna go to the Outcast mural. Um, I know some nice establishments around the city, some that I have a little bit of a face card in. So if I really like you, then I may stop at a well-known comedy establishment and get us a nice table or something like that. But for the most part, I really just value the ability to go somewhere and just talk. You know what I mean?
I'm
Yeah,
with that.
all right, Mark, you
Yeah.
better mess around. You
I'm
mess
with
around, got
that.
fans out here. Mark done went into his big Rube impression, and next thing you got fans out here. What the
Hey man,
hell?
nah. I mean, because I mean, honestly, that's really what it's about. Because I feel like it starts with talking and it ends with talking. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like everything else is like a
True.
luxury in between, right? So, if you can
Correct.
if you can really connect with someone in a way that is very intrinsic, right? It's very, you know what I'm saying? It's very unique to y'all's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of how long you engage with that person, right? You won't have as many negative experiences to talk about because there's an intentionality about, hey, like I don't have expectations, but I know I attract a certain vibe, so I'm open to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta be able to cultivate what vibe you resonate with the most. And I think a lot of times in our culture, what makes dating so hard is we're afraid of what other people think about who we're dealing with.
Right.
And that's
So
and I can honestly say on both sides that's probably the number one thing that keeps us and prevents us from our true happiness
Mm-hmm.
because we're
mhm.
worried
I agree.
about what someone else has to say in the culture. So that's my piece
Okay.
as of now.
So, so what you saying is you not gonna supersize them fries, like my boy Sharon just said.
You know what?
No, you know what? You don't have to supersize now because if you go to Checkers, you can get a whole fry basket and they got like this garlic parmesan sauce on it. So you can get like some bootleg gourmet fries if you know how to do it. But the
All right,
perfect
y'all.
date,
Dope show over. I'm gonna go get some garlic parmesan fries. Monk, Keisha, y'all be
right?
set. I'm out.
I said, I'm getting the fuck up out of here, bro. Hey, bro, they the
Thank
truth. The only problem is that so here's the only problem with Checkers, right? So real talk, this is the only problem with Checkers.
It's a lot of problems
Um,
with checkers nowadays.
if you there's one primary issue that I think a lot of black
Quick
people
Trip.
I think black people need to lead with this in their understanding, right? If you
Get it?
see a Checkers in your neighborhood, you live in a food desert. Guaranteed.
Damn it!
Guaranteed you live in a food desert if there's a Checkers in your neighborhood.
Did that hit? Hold up! Damn it! Fucking man, you know, fuck that bill.
How many times you gonna hit it?
I'm trying to get the sound off, but here's the problem. I'm wearing headphones. I don't know if it's hitting or not. I give up.
It's hitting.
Whatever.
Is it, my nigga? Is it,
Okay.
nigga?
All right. So yo, Jones said he taking him to Quick Trip. I'm gonna be honest with you. A
Really,
grilled cheese,
Carl?
a grilled cheese sandwich from Quick Trip, and they got you know, yeah, they got the tall bills for 2 for $4. Yeah, that might happen. And me Richard's like, what the hell, Sharon? Hey, Sharon, that's my brother. Saga Boss just said, yo, my ideal date is a back-to-back episode of the DTTO show, the Dope Show, splitting the fifth with some lemon pepper wings and blue cheese. Just I repeat all the funny shit. Hey, yo. My
Hey,
boy.
bro. Hey, man. I'm with you, my nigga. But goddamn, your boy can't be a guest on the DTTO show.
Hey,
Did I
yo.
say three
Hey,
T's or two T's? I feel like I said
hey,
three
hey,
T's.
hey,
Was it three
Soccer,
T's?
I
go
think it
ahead and
was
pump
three.
the new show. Yo, they got a whole new setup over there, Monk. They got a whole new setup over there. Yeah, like
Bruh, bruh,
Soccer, go ahead and pump the show, man. Yo, me and Monk gonna come through and just act a ass one night.
bruh, bruh,
They got a
bruh.
whole new setup over there. Like it's like DTTO like 3.5 type shit.
Hey man, let me just take this time out real quick to say that I have to extend my gratitude to you, Agony, Saga, Kevin, you know what I'm saying, the wellness architect, Jason as well. I sat in and watched some of his shows before we start our show, man. I learned so much from y'all on how to just on how to really, really like command myself and my energy and cultivate a really, really good show, a nice timeline and everything. So I took a little bit from all of you all and I still chime in here and there, you know what I mean? But definitely, you guys, I'm forever indebted for showing me the ropes and how to get on here and act a goddamn fool for y'all. You know
Hey
what
man,
I'm saying?
we get the thing was me and Saga always had the same script for the DTTO show. We finna got there and knock off a couple of joints out in the parking lot, and we finna come in the building and have fun. That's
Facts.
all we did. And it was just one of those things where when I met him, we just made magic instantly to where it's like, yo, man, let's just go fuck shit up. Okay. You with that? I'm with that. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That dude said, is that the bell? Yes,
That's
sir.
the bell, bro. That's the
Yes,
bell, man.
sir. Yeah. I ain't leaving everything up there with Jack. I took me some shit. Nah, actually, I got this on Amazon. $5. Uh,
Bruh, but
I
uh, but
wanted to
yeah, but
I wanted to make it sound gangster, but nah, $5.
nah. But for real though, I mean, I definitely have to extend that, man, because like I said, Laris as well, Laris Rashid, you know what I mean, learn
Oh,
so much from
absolutely.
everybody, you know what I'm saying? So,
Absolutely.
bruh, she can get a big boy. Hey, bruh, it's a bruh. What about the 69-cent refills, bro? Because that mean on the way home we got to stop back by Quick Trip. If we doing it like that, bro, we got to stop back by on the way back home. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop by. But
Yeah,
no. But seriously though, like I think in Atlanta, man, like I think if you're trying to date in a city like Atlanta or just any city that primarily, that has like a large black population, if you really want to date, get the fuck offline. Get
man.
the get the fuck offline. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
Preach,
Agreed.
Get the fuck offline
preach.
because what happens is, and I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Like I kind of been working on like some do's and don'ts that are like universal truths for us to kind of navigate the online dating market, the online dating scene. But the biggest thing for real, is that you meet people doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? So if you go out there with the intentions and with the energy of I'm just doing what I love, people are going to gravitate towards you because of that. So the
Mhm.
whole idea that you can go that I mean, because it's essentially what happens when you go online is it becomes toxic because now you're swiping just to be swiping. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just doing like a bunch of mind and don't get me wrong, it can be fun at times, but I feel like there's an erosion impact that happens in our society to where we have a lot of encounters that could gestate into something more meaningful, but because we don't allow it to because of the mechanisms that we're using, we're so quick to dismiss people. So if you really want something meaningful, number one, realize that what you want wants you back, right? But then also realize that
Yep.
you essentially are what you attract at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are up here complaining about liars, it's probably because you might not be an overt liar, but you might be lying to yourself. And that's the thing. And that's,
That's the
what I'm saying?
that's the
Like, that's the
covert
thing.
liar.
That's the covert, right? So that's the thing about really adjusting the ego. So when I date, like for real, like I try to give folks a chance, but I give folks a chance on like my baselines, right? So in the health field, I'm not in the health field, but in the health field, you have like your baselines, right? So it's like if your cholesterol is like over 200, you got high cholesterol, right? So in the
Yep.
dating market, you got to go into some shit with like your non-negotiables, but don't have an ego about your non-negotiables. Because
Mm,
going around talking about like, oh, I know my worth, and you know what I'm saying, and what you bring to the table, to be honest, you kind of sound like a fucking asshole, no matter who's saying it. It's
it's
just
real.
certain
It's
shit.
it's that big chest energy, but can you
It's
fight?
unnecessary. It's really unnecessary when at
It
the end
is.
of the day, it's unnecessary to sit up here and try to shame people into a standard that you live by. Because at some point in time, you're going to come across someone who outranks you, and you're
Fact.
not you're going to want to
God
learn from
damn.
that. You're going to want to learn from that person as opposed to being ostracized and like kind of in or demeaned. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about whether or not an experience works long term. I feel like it's very, very important, and we have to be mindful about how we release people back into the dating community. And I think that right there is probably a bulk of where the trauma comes of how people exit a situation and enter back into the dating field. Primarily when you read people's bios. People's bios tell you all of the fuck shit and the bad decision making that they've been participating in the fucking dating world.
Mm-hmm.
If you read someone's bio, this is one of the reasons why you shouldn't even fuck with that shit anyway. But if you read someone's bio and they're complaining the entire fucking time, stay the fuck away from that person
Red
because
flag.
it's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? If you read somebody bio and they say, "No, I'm not giving you money. No, I'm not coming to your house. No, I'm not." These are all things that you've done repeatedly.
You
People
house
that don't,
you
people that
house
don't,
going money giving motherfucker.
when people, you know what I'm saying? When people
The
don't
trust
do those,
issue.
people don't tell you that they're not going to do something that they don't do. Like, I'm not
Right.
going
Right.
to tell you I'm not going to do crack. Nigga, I just don't do crack.
You know what?
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody should do crack.
No,
Hey y'all,
nobody,
look.
no,
This
nobody
is
should
a
do crack.
PSA from
No.
Dope. This is a PSA from Dope Enterprise. Everybody look forward. First of all, Monk said ostracized. I'm keeping the count. Okay, so Dope Enterprise PSA. Don't do crack. That is a word from Dope Enterprise. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Carry on.
Did
Carry
you get the
on. Carry the
bell?
fuck on. You know what I mean? So
Now ain't
yeah,
nobody doing no crack because I hit the bill.
so
Oh,
I
not.
think so I you know what I'm saying? So I think when we talking about relationships and dating and all that type of shit, man, like it's fun. Like fucking is fun, you know what I'm saying? Like the hunt, I know
They
men are
do.
hunters. That's fun, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cool. But I think there's a way to do I think there's a way to be distinguished about things. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not
Mm-hmm.
honest with yourself about your modalities and how you're going about doing things, you can't necessarily complain when you're getting the feedback from the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that we have an issue with, because I know primarily women have been able to give their opinions about men for for since forever. But in more recent times, there have been some polarizing figures that have come out and that have given men the a level of articulation in
Man,
the
look, you can just say
words.
his name,
You know what I'm
Kevin Samuel.
saying? No, but it's not just Kevin,
No,
but it's not just Kevin Samuels though.
At the time, it was.
No, it
it was
wasn't
not.
just is not just Kevin Samuels. The thing about Kevin Samuels was Kevin Samuels was smart enough to open up his platform in a way that enticed people to call. And because he was very distinguished, he had the marketing and the cachet to be able to do that shit. But they have been there's been a lot of platforms that have been holding men accountable, holding women accountable, doing things. But I think the reason why Kevin was so polarizing was because there was nothing that you could really you had to dig to try to find reasons to detract from him. You had to say, well, which is a common deflection. The common deflection is, well, I
I
don't
mean,
like the way he's
it's one.
saying it.
Yeah, it's one of those
Right.
things
I
where
was about to say it's not all about what you say; it's how you say it.
Right,
it's
but at
one
the
of those
end
things
of, but
like
at the
more.
end of the
I think people spent more time with Kevin Samuels trying to find where the flaw was, where the hole was, where
and
the
that's my
gap was.
point. And that's my point. But if you had looked at the man had over 840 videos. And if you look at it, if you look at all of his videos as his hair turned gray, there are dozens of videos with him not holding back on black men at all.
No, no.
So if you're gonna call a platform because you want guidance, guidance does not come by way of coddling. Guidance comes by way of obedience. You got to be obedient to the cause of wanting to learn and be better. But when you inject your emotion at every angle, and this goes for men and women, you don't get nowhere. And a lot of the reactions were emotional, visceral reactions to how Kevin was saying something that wasn't rude. He was just direct. There's a
It
difference.
it was one of those things to where I couldn't find offense in it because my mom has talked to me like that for years. And I say has, not saying it in the past tense, but she still talked to me like that because it's like I get it raw, uncut. I remember my uncle Junior, R.P. God rest his soul, told me one time. He said, "Look, you short, you fat, you probably will get a lot of girls, but just learn how to talk, and you'll be all right." So I was like, "That's it, that's it." Wait a minute. So if I just talk, I'll be all right. Yeah. So he's telling me pretty much that look, yo, that whole 6'2" light skin curly hair thing is not gonna work for you because I'm 5'7", heavy set and dark skin. Well, but it was in his delivery. I couldn't take it personal. Hell, it's my Uncle Junior. Hell, everything he said came off as gold to me in my ears. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, everything he said came off as gold. So, but it was how he said it. I wasn't gonna get emotional or get too tore up about it because it's my Uncle Junior. He not saying it coming from a place of malice. But
And
at
that's
the
the
same
point.
time, his delivery wasn't quite the nicest. Hell, I had been 10
Because
nowadays, I would have been allowed to be more sensitive and be like, I don't feel like you're expressing your feelings toward me very nice. But however, this was the
I'm
90s. This was the 90s. You could call a motherfucker, and you could say the
very
other
true,
F
very
bomb,
true,
and
very
you,
true.
you can say the other F bomb. We can't say that one on here because even though I got this little thingy right here, yeah, they watching y'all. And I ain't finna get
You
locked up.
It's
Hold
different.
on,
as
hold on. 1 second, Mark. 1 second, Mark.
I was
Wait,
gonna say it's I understand your stance on that, but it's different when you're a woman because we're more emotional.
I understand it. And you know
And
what?
I grew up with a mother like that. She still talks to me like that this day, and I refuse to allow anybody else to talk to me like that. I'm sorry, not even her, because now I'm over 40, so now it's just like, okay, and she still thinks I'm still this teenager, still living at home. No, I'm grown and I have a whole child. I'm not. No, it's certain the things that you said to me and say to me now. You cannot continue to badger that, because I had, and I'm gonna be honest. When I was younger, I had low self-esteem because I never had the mother said, "Oh, you're pretty, you're gonna make it." Actually speaking life into me. I had to learn that shit on my own. I had other, and she always got mad because I had a better relationship with not just my father, but also with my friends' mothers, because they would speak life into me. I'm like, why are you getting mad for somebody else doing the job that you should have been doing, because you are my mother and they are not. So no, I don't feel like I understood Kevin's his stance, but I just didn't like his delivery. That's why I didn't personally
So
care for
so
him.
so
Okay, and
so
hold on 1 second, Mark. Hold on 1 second. And with that, I definitely understand what you're saying because, like, for a male, and I speak for me personally. We want the approval of our mothers, and
Right,
at the same time, we want that good job from our dads. You see what I'm
right.
saying? There's another sign of approval. I had my dad in my life my whole life. Like I could go find my dad right now. I ain't gotta find him. I don't literally have to go far to talk to my dad right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
My uncle Junior was like another dad to me though. Like this was my uncle, my mama's brother, but he was my other dad.
Mhm.
So if he said it, damn, okay. But his delivery was different from my dad, from my biological dad. My
Mhm.
biological dad was more of the gentleman, career military man, stand up kind of guy. So his delivery was going to be more refined. My dad was more refined than my uncle. So I always looked at it, and the reason why, and I understand what you're saying about being a woman, but about being a girl growing into a woman. Understand you as a girl growing into a woman, you gotta hear those things at home. Otherwise, it's some nigga in the street with bad intentions that's gonna give you them words, and he got bad
It has.
intentions. So that can happen. And I totally understand what you're saying. I just looked at it from my end as getting the same message from two different schools of thought. You see what I'm
Yes,
saying?
and I
But
respect that.
yeah, that's just from my angle. But I totally understand what you're saying. With daughters, I have not had a daughter, but I understand you can't handle your daughter like you would handle your son.
That is correct.
Yeah. So I'm in total agreement. I'm just kind of, adding my words in because this is still my show, even though Monk's up here slick hosting my shit right now.
You know
Monk,
what?
but you know
Next
what?
question, nigga. Next
No,
question, nigga.
Monk,
Next
Monk,
question.
no, Monk, understand this. I'm not upset about it. I'm just cracking on you. Understand? We
Oh,
come
I know.
around
Oh,
on
I
the
know. Oh, I know. I know. I know. I know.
cracking
I don't.
jokes.
I don't think you would call me back if I was fucking
Oh
it up
hell
like
no!
that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
might be on here next week, nigga. Why you bullshitting?
And
Hey
I said
man.
I said that to say that now that I have a daughter, I have to do things different. Like my relationship with my daughter is totally different from that of my mother's. I don't I speak life into my child. I don't go around calling her out of her name, because that is not what she is. She's a young lady and she's thriving, and so I believe that's the reason why I had a daughter and not a son, because I wanted a son. I did. But I
Mhm.
understand why I had a daughter instead, because I'm the one to stop and have to shut down a generational curse. Stop that.
I mean
Kudos to you, man. Can we
and
get a
that's
bill for
real
that,
though.
man? Can we get a bill for ending
Abs-
generational curses, man?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yo. I ring the bell for that one because no, that's real. That's real. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Monk. Being single, being out here dating at a time to where I heard that a lot. That these sisters came up, they were dealing with the wrong guy as a result of either a father not being there or a father being there that just was not there like he
There.
should have
He
been.
was there presently, but he wasn't there
And and
mentally.
and I'm gonna be
I had that
honest.
too.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot of sisters that got their damage from the house. It wasn't because of Pookie and Ray Ray. It was because their dad, whether overt or covert, ran them to Pookie and Ray Ray. I need to quit saying Pookie and Ray Ray because my name is Ray, and I'm good peoples. So Pookie and Earl. Anybody know anybody named Earl before I say Earl?
No.
No.
Okay, cool. Pookie and Earl then, because Ray Ray is good peoples.
Um,
Right.
Ray is good
I
peoples.
get it.
um,
I get it.
I think that there is no singular cause as to the
That's
overall
real.
degradation of the nuclear family. I think that there's a lot of factors involved, and I think that if we can get to a place to where we can highlight the factors, take accountability for our individual factors that led to the collective damage. I think the conversations will go a lot easier without us having the knee jerk reaction. But
Mhm.
I will say that you cannot have these type of conversations without speaking directly on the impact of white feminism on the black family. So
Woo!
so so
There for that.
Shit!
so so
Shit!
so
I hit
so
it.
I get it. So I
I'm hit
get
it
it.
again.
So I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy for us to say um a lot of things, right? But
Mhm.
one thing that but one thing that I do know is that and I guess at this point this is almost like a subject that you have to almost be careful about because because they're watching. Um we have allowed ourselves to let other people come in and tell us who our enemy is.
Man,
Mm.
come on.
And my thing is this, like how can, and this goes for anybody, but I have to speak specifically when it comes to white feminism
Go ahead.
because I think a question has to be asked and answered legitimately and genuinely about how our common enemy can come in and tell you and split us up and tell one that the other's the enemy. And
The
I
Mhm.
and
fuck?
I'm just and I feel like when we I feel like that's a question that if you ask it and you don't have the right tone, complexion, look, authority, energy, whatever the
You
case,
don't even need to be in the conversation.
you
Right.
but what happens is that you are labeled as a misogynist for asking questions that will lead to some acknowledgement of accountability because it cannot be. Think about this.
I
If it I'm sorry, go ahead,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying like logically, this is one of the reasons why why black culture, quote unquote, why black culture is such a laughing stock because you have outside factors looking in on us and they're like, okay, it's very obvious what happened, but for some reason they cannot seem to separate themselves from the Stockholm syndrome that what I'm saying, that they have developed over the years being prisoners of war.
And the
Because
crab in the bucket mentality.
crab in the bucket mentality at the end of the day, like even okay, crab in the bucket, and I challenge all of us
I would.
melanated folks.
I would say this. Crab in the bucket is a. Oh Lord, the dog can go crazy.
Yeah, bro, something happened. Y'all chill out.
I put it to you like this. Yo, the dog cuts back at you.
Yeah, they did.
And
No,
then
if that was me personally, I wouldn't take that. But see, you know what? You see how that's that real dog owner type shit. You heard that? That motherfucker pat the seat. All you heard was "Da-da-da-da-da." Dog ran up and chilled the fuck out. That dog need attention. That's all it is. So this is what I want to get to, Monk, and I want to add on to something you saying and respond. Damn it, this mirror shit is throwing me off. Okay, Keisha, you're over here. So something you said about crab in the bucket mentality,
Mhm.
and Monk said about Stockholm
Mhm.
syndrome. When I think of those two things, I think of cause and effect. Because of Stockholm syndrome, we have crab in the bucket mentality. What I mean is when masters say I'm sick, they say we sick. That's at Stockholm. And if you say something bad about master, don't say nothing bad about master. Cause he all right with us. We is good over here. That's when it comes to the crab in the bucket, is how I see it. I see it as a cause and effect. I also see it as one of those things to where in a black man, black woman conversation, it shouldn't be anything that we can't say to each other that we can't heal from. But we've had
I
so
agree.
much. We as a people, and I say this very often, and I'm gonna bring up an example. I'm gonna bring it up an example. We as a people are too inclusive. On, we are too inclusive. I was at I was at the bomb. Now, Monk, you still in the city? You remember the bomb right there on Evansville, right?
Yep.
I'm in the bomb one night, and there's some Zetas on the stroll. They doing their thing, woo woo on the shooby doo,
Shouts out to my soul rise. You know what I'm saying?
and there was a white girl right in the middle. I said, you know what? What the fuck is this?
What's wrong with that?
I find a lot wrong with that, sir. I
Are you
mean,
Greek? Are you Greek?
no, sir.
All right. Are you Greek, Keisha?
I'm an Eastern Star.
I'm a Mason. My sister.
And
My
I'm a third
brother.
degree,
Um.
and I'm a third degree Mason. We
So we
it's a lot of conversations we
it's
ain't
a
had
lot.
lately.
Yeah. No. No. It's definitely a lot of conversations we had. So
But
the reason
we
why,
I know you in real life. We'll talk.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. This ain't just no fan.
Hell no. I know you in real life. God damn it, Monk. I
Uh-oh,
said I
what
know you
happened?
in I said I know you in real life and his screen goes dark. Really? Okay, you know what?
Nah,
It's too
somebody
yo,
was calling me.
Yeah,
Somebody was calling.
we
Hold
put
on,
too
hold
much
on,
in the
hold on, hold on,
gumbo.
hold on, hold on.
Oh Lord.
he said somebody was calling him.
I said we put too much in the gumbo. She said I'm an Easter Star. He said I'm a Mason. I said I'm a Mason, and then the screen went black. It too it too much of that energy going on, bruh.
Hmm.
Whew, as I sip my drink.
I'm not gonna play with you.
No doubt, no doubt. You know what though? That's one thing I love about the Dope Show. Before Monk comes back, we went from cracking on Keisha and her edible date and her may and or may not getting Bucky naked to now we having real serious dialogue. This is what I love.
This is
This is what I love about my show. This is what I love about hosting this show. Is just because we can go from one extreme to the other. Mind you, I told you earlier I'm a Scorpio. Anybody know anything about Scorpios? We're extremists.
yes.
We could love the hell out you one minute, and hate the hell out you the next minute. We
Mm-hmm.
could be cracking one minute and get into some hardcore deep shit the next minute. That's why my ideal date would be like something that'll start off at a library and end up at a strip club. And I'm
Nothing
no,
wrong
I'm
with that.
lying. No, I'm lying. I said library. I would probably say bookstore because I might want to take some shit
Barnes
with
and
me.
Nobles.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't steal from the library. And when you check out a book, they be wanting it back and shit. Like, who the fuck want to do that? You know what? Take me,
Nobody.
matter of fact, Corey Jones, where you at? Half off books. Take me to half off books. And then after that, then we go to the booty club. But
Balance.
that is my extreme side. And it took years, and I, just speaking on me, it took years to
Mm-hmm.
find said balance. It took
Mm-hmm.
years. It took a long time. There you go. There you go right there. Boom. For any of your anime and or what was it? Anime,
Mm-hmm.
graphic novels, comics,
Mm-hmm.
they got stupid comics in there. They
I
got
never been there.
well, it's here in Georgia, so you'd have to come here first.
When I was there, I'm saying I never was afforded that opportunity to go there. That's what I'm saying.
How many times did you call the dope show?
Okay, I see. I see what you did there.
Bars. But nonetheless, if you ever make a trip back to visit Atlanta, half our books.
Of course, that's my
And
second home.
and the thing is with half off books, like yo, it was very inexpensive. I'm gonna be honest. I
Mhm.
came out of that bitch with a haul for 40
Oh,
bucks. I spent 40 bucks and walked out there with some things. I was just like, yo, I love this, and this.
okay.
And that. I like that too. Miss Richard, damn, really shaking your head? Damn, you rude. Go
Okay,
ahead.
when I come home, yes, Atlanta is my second home. When I come home to visit, I will go definitely stop by there. What?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
And we got Music Monk back in the building. Monk
Yeah,
ATL is
man.
here.
My apologies, y'all. My apologies.
No doubt,
My
no doubt. Hey,
apologies.
look,
Can you hear me?
hey, when you come, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Okay, yeah, we hear you too. You
Okay.
said my apologies like 8 times, but you ain't had to say it nothing but 0 times because we understand life is life.
Yeah, nah, I guess there's something going on in my area, man. And my one of my neighbors was calling me trying to figure out why it was a bunch of police going up and down Lee Road. And I was like, I don't know. I'm doing a show right now, brother.
I mean, like the thing is, look, the police are outside. I'm
They
Right.
outside. Right. You know what I'm
Waiting
saying?
around
You know,
outside.
right, right. Monk
I'm a
is doing
law-abiding citizen.
Monk
But
is doing
nah,
everything to stay out of police traffic right now.
right.
Now he
For
now
sure,
he's
for sure.
doing dope, but it ain't
But
drugs.
it
Ah,
look. Yes, I was selling it, but no, it wasn't dope. Nah, nah.
here you
But
talking
it
about.
was dope. It was dope, but it wasn't dope.
Here you talking about.
But yeah, man.
But going back to what I was saying about inclusion, though, I feel like what do we have as a black culture that is just ours? We give the outside entirely too much.
We
In
do.
my opinion, how I see
It
it,
all started when we invited them to the barbecue.
damn, because I'm guilty of that. But in my defense, now hold up, let me speak on that. I'll speak on
Okay.
that. My college roommate at the time, he on paper identified as white. He
Oh
was
hell no.
Wait, what?
hold on.
Nigga, this story starting off fucked up already.
Yo, let me finish because this brother, I call him a brother. I still got love for him. We look, did we talking college? Everybody in here been to college, correct?
Yep.
Lived in the
Yes.
dorms.
Yep.
Okay, so
No,
you
I
know
don't. But I get it.
okay, when you lived in the dorms, that was your struggle buddy.
For real,
Y'all
for real.
struggled together. Yo, if you got to take the ramen noodles and break the pack, I didn't eat ramen noodles before I got to college. But if you got to take a pack, break them, I'm gonna put yours in here, pull yours right here, and we gotta try to nigga. You gotta try and goddamn eyeball and divvy up the seasoning just right, going back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
just to eat that night. Me and this dude struggled like that together. So I will forever call him a brother. His mom is a white woman. His mom is white.
Mm.
His dad is half Greek, half Puerto Rican.
Okay, so he's half black and half white. Okay, cool.
So he told me himself he has a grandma that is 100% Puerto Rican that does not to this day still speak English.
Oh wow.
And the Puerto Ricans, truth be told, yo, fuck the dumb shit. The Hispanics are our cousins. Call it what you want. Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, them our cousins.
I've been saying that for years, and people are
But
like,
you
no, no, no. I'm like, okay, I'm not
hold
gonna
up.
argue with you.
But you ain't call me. You ain't tell me that.
You know,
Um, so we talking about
So,
inclusion, right?
no, and I'm gonna get to the inclusion thing. So one of the things about him, he kind of understood where he was in it. He used to
Mm.
love hip hop. He was the one, truthfully, that had me listen to Sound Bombers tapes. Monk, you remember Sound Bombers?
I remember saying about that Raucous, the Raucous record sound bombing tape. I
Come
remember
on, man. This dude had me listening to Sound Bombers. We used to bump Helter Skelter Magnum Force like it wasn't shit.
wow.
Dead Prayers, Let's Get Free. He loved Dead Prayers, Let's Get Free. And I'm like,
you know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
I listen. Go ahead.
All right, so the skit there's an interlude on Let's Get Free, and it's an excerpt from a movie called The Spook Who Sat by the Door.
Come on, man. I was born black. I'm gonna die black, and they gonna kill me because I'm black. Yeah,
Because the cracker that knows I'm black is gonna put a bullet in the back of my head.
come
So
on, man. I got that movie over there, man. Come on, Monk.
if he ever saw that movie, he would find resonance in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Be like, I identify as some sort of mulatto, because essentially Puerto Ricans were mulattoes. You know what I'm saying? So I can see where he would find some level of identity in, you know what I'm saying, and being in tune with the culture. Also understanding or adopting the notion that Puerto Ricans and Dominicans had an integral part in the development of early hip hop, which I agree with to a certain extent. But like I said, if you talk to the purists, some of the purists will have a different. They might have a different take on it. You know.
I can't buy into that. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna be honest.
I
Puerto Rico.
really don't.
Say it one more time up.
I said I particularly don't buy into it either, but
I look at them as our brothers. That was our brothers. That was our cousins. We struggled together with them. You got to think how many. You got to think. Let's go back to the Panthers. How many of them were Puerto Rican? Particularly once the Panthers spread to New York, New Jersey, it's a lot of Puerto Rican.
I think the problem. Okay, so the original. Okay, so the original point was you saw a white Zeta.
And in the stroll, I have a problem with when we get to talking about Black Greeks. It's one of those things to where when there's a white Zeta, a white Delta, it's like, okay, white girl got soul, but let me want to join Tau Kappa Epsilon, which is with the Teeks as they call them on my campus. I'm a token.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's because of the type of sacrifice that each person has to make. So number one, Black Greeks is oxymoronic within itself, right? So for us to have organizations that are using Greek nomenclature or symbols. Sir.
No, you said nomenclature already.
I said nomenclature because I knew you was gonna. Yeah, I knew you was gonna go for it. But for us to have those organizations and they be rooted in the Greek tradition, that tradition is really more so rooted in the American tradition of just the education and doctrine. That's really all that is, more so than anything. You know what I mean? So what happens is that when you see, because I got white frat brothers. As a matter of fact, as a Sigma, we made Bill Clinton an honorary Sigma. In hindsight and in retrospect, it doesn't make any fucking sense. But from a term of networking and what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Sigma is the chat, you know what I'm saying? Sigma is the organization of Huey P. Newton. You know what I'm saying? Like Huey P. Newton and John Lewis. So those two people alone in they one fucking pinky finger did more for our people. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I get it. But when I see a white Zeta, or I see a white person that wants to join and be a part of the Black struggle, I say, you know what? Yeah, you might have various catalysts that led you to this point, but for you to subject yourself to what your own people gonna give you because you rocking with Black folks, I think in a genuine sense, because you talk about being in the trenches, right? When you go online, you know, you online, you going through shit with somebody, nigga, that's the trenches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So she gonna get up there and stroll because she actually turned her back on a whole system that's really designed to protect her and go and let her do whatever she want to do. But she found solace, peace, and love on the other side. And is doing that shit genuinely and got her ass whooped genuinely to be a part of that shit.
Who paid for it?
It don't matter who paid for it, my nigga.
Because here's the thing. If we're talking just being online, being Greek, the only reason why I'm not an alpha to this day is because of money. Truth be told, my folks were not going to put up the 1,200, and actually that was the end of the sentence. My folks weren't going to put up the 1,200.
Let me. Okay. So to answer your question, as someone who got 20 years in Sigma, how I got the Sigma was my godfather, who's a Kappa. I didn't have that money to pledge, but I knew somebody. I was resourceful, which is the whole fucking point. The whole point in being Greek is to be resourceful in a time when you have a lot of stress on you, and it's supposed to mimic what the outside world is going to present you with. It's supposed to show you how to work with people that you don't necessarily like, and some people that you love, and you got to know how to create boundaries, balance, time management, all that shit.
And you know what was interesting about what you're saying? I found all that in Masonry. I came into a lodge where I knew one person, and we ain't fit to get into that meat right now because that's a whole nother sandwich right there.
I was just about to say something about that. When I first started my job that I'm currently at now, I've been there for 5 years. I actually met a white Mason, and I was like, wait, what? He had on medallion and everything. And I looked at him. I'm like,
Yes.
okay. I'm like,
I mean, the whole conversation could go directly into the craft right now, but we're not gonna do that for the sake of our audience. So let's just, you know what I'm saying? Because I it's so much stuff I want to talk about. But to go back to that, to the inclusion part, I think
Mhm.
we have to give ourselves patience and grace, understanding that as indigenous people, people who were not taken from Africa. Let me say this again: people who were not taken from Africa. Okay.
Right.
We were prisoners of war. We came from indigenous tribes on this land, which means before it was the Americas, named after Americus Vespucci and all that bullshit was going on, it had other names. We had other relationships, other borders, other treaties, and all that stuff. We cannot remove that from our genealogy. We've always been an inclusive people. So when people come about and they're willing to show us, now what I don't agree with is allowing people to come to the cookout and they have no equity with us. That's the problem.
But
But if
once
you
again,
but
going back, Justin came to my cookout. It's like you ever been in a situation or you seen it to where when something wrong happens, you hit a needle scratch on the record that brrrr.
right,
Yeah. So I lived in Decatur at the time. I lived in Decatur. We're talking flat shows in Gresham Road, Decatur. I got homies from high school, homies from college. I got it. Okay, I say homies. I got the bar up there. I could say my word. I had niggas there, niggas. There was a pimp there. He brought two of his hoes with him.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? My brother was in the back showing off his Mini 14. Like it was some nigga shit going on.
right.
My roommate pulls up and everybody stopped on a dime and just looked. I said, "Yo, everybody chill. He good." When I say now, one of the things, okay, you compared it to being online. Me and Justin was never online together. We lived together. We were roommates for about a year and a half. When I didn't have and he had, we had. Same way. Whether it was a pack of ramen noodles or a pack of Black and Miles. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to rip CDs. I would make mixes, sell them. Like we had a real partnership, brothership type thing going on, and it was really came from the fact that we were struggling, starving college students.
So let me ask you this. So by your own anecdotal evidence,
Okay.
that is not an over that is not blind inclusion. That's what we call sweat equity. So what we complain about, which I'm with you. I don't like when it seems like someone does something that is more like tokenism, and then we automatically give them the full scope of the full scope of what it means to be indigenous. That's what
Fact.
I like.
Yeah.
But if someone has the track record of when it's time to be black, you know what I'm saying? You know, when the shit hit the fan, you not pulling your white card, because one of the things that rang a bell with me was you said he identifies as white. A lot of Hispanic
On
people,
paper.
a
Mhm.
lot of but white and black are legal statuses though. So when we talking about what you identify as, those are the rights and privileges that you receive under this, you know what I'm saying, in this government.
But at the same time, is there a box that says quarter Puerto Rican, half Greek, and white? Is there a box that says that? Like, what
There's
box would he be
No.
under?
there is a box that says other. There is a box that says other. So all I'm saying is
No,
that you,
he needed a box that said the rest of them.
I'm not
That's
saying
fine.
genuine person, but what I'm saying is that no matter what happens at the end of the day, there's certain universal truths that exist right now. White and black are legal statuses. It's in the books.
It
Which
is what
one
it
of the
is. I
reasons why
agree.
when black people talk about reparations, you're not gonna get no reparations as a black person, because your true tribal lineage to the land was destroyed. So they put you on a ship and disoriented you and just sent you down the coast back and forth. You don't know where the fuck you at. And then they create this narrative talking about you from Africa. All of that shit to keep you away from your true identity, because if you find out, you know what I'm saying, like the whole system crumbles. So when I say that, I'm saying that white girl at the end of the day, she knew she was already white, but she did something. She kind of put a scarlet letter on herself on purpose to say, "Hey, I'm fucking with black folks, and I know the privileges that come with my legal status, but I'm going to ignore that and go fuck with these niggas." Not saying that your boy is different, but when you say that he identifies as white, that was a choice. You see what I'm saying? Like he don't have to put white on his license. He don't.
And see, the thing was, it's like I totally understand
He's
what you're
still
saying.
he's still a genuine
I,
dude. He's still a genuine dude, but he not
I,
stupid though.
no, I totally understand what you're saying, and I'm not disagreeing with your point. I just find it a little different that when we have something that's supposedly our thing. Okay, let's take another step. Let's take another step over.
Greek organizations aren't but they aren't our thing though. That's the
No, no,
thing.
no, no. Black Greek organizations should be our thing, though, are they not?
So I can't.
Hold on,
No,
Monk.
no,
Hold
no.
on, Monk. Before you get into the dissertation, let me ask this one question, and let's make it a yes/no question.
Yes, sir.
Because Monk, you would give me about 10 more minutes.
I'm
Monk,
gonna get 10
I'm
seconds.
looking at about 25 left.
I'm gonna get
So
10
before
seconds.
you go, just let me ask this one question and get a yes or no from you.
Okay.
When we use the term Black Greek organization, right? Let's use another term. Let's throw another term out there that's really popular nowadays. HBCU. Either one of y'all went to HBCU? Yes, no?
No,
I didn't.
I didn't either. I went to Southern Poly and then I went to Troy. So
I went to
neither
West.
one. Yeah, West Georgia had a lot of black people there, but it wasn't HBCU. But I knew a lot of people that went there from Decatur.
Oh yeah.
However, so when we use terms like Black Greek Organization, HBCU, this, that, and the third, with there being a B in both of those organizations, should it not be more black exclusive? Here's why I say that, because white people have access to everything else. It's like, okay, hold up. Let's bring it down some. Let me simplify it a little bit better. You go to a cookout, you hit your mans up before the cookout. He said, "Yo, Ray, I know you don't eat beef or pork," which is facts. I don't eat beef or pork. I made you some turkey burgers. You get to the cookout at 4:30 because if the cookout started at 12, I'm getting there about 2:20, about 3:25. I can't be the first motherfucker there. Y'all might be want to put the tablecloth on some shit or something. I get there and every nigga that ate up all the turkey burgers. Y'all eat beef and pork, but decided to eat my turkey burgers. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We got HBCUs, we got Black Greek organizations, but y'all decide to still eat my turkey burgers. Y'all decide to still want to be Zetas. Y'all decide to still want to go to Morehouse, even though you got Harvard, Dartmouth, Yale, but you still
Princeton.
want to, come to Morehouse. You got the Teaks, you got Zeta Phi, you got all kind of shit that I can't pronounce right now, but you still want to be Phi Beta Sigma. You can have anything else you want, but you decide to eat my turkey burgers.
So you don't like Eminem?
It always goes back to damn Eminem. I do not hate Eminem. I do not dislike Eminem, and I'm not gonna get on the Lord Jamar shit because Lord Jamar is that
He
way.
much.
Yo,
I
man,
mean, I fuck with
I'm not fucking with Lord Jamar. I'm
only
look.
the
I'm
only
gonna be honest with you. 5% or not. I'm not fucking with Lord Jamar.
I feel you. Now I feel
He
you.
he's right here with it right now.
But he
He
kind of fell.
found the edge.
Notice he done
He
fell
found
off.
the edge and he jumped over and he's just like, well,
He done
fuck
fell
it. I can say what I want to.
fell off.
You
You
know?
know, he done fell off. He fell off because no one wants to hear the yada. I mean, podcast. Like it don't even. It's not even sound nice coming off your tongue.
You know
Yeah.
what? And I'm okay with Lord Jamar Faulkner because when he got on that whole flat Earth thing, and that's a whole nother situation. But I checked out on Lord Jamar. With Eminem, I could dig Eminem in a sense. I see a lot of justice in Eminem. The fact that according to, and if it's not true, so the fuck be it. He grew up poor. When white people end up poor, they end up around black people. Just kind of happens that way. And he adopted to the culture.
You
I don't think I don't think. I'll say this. I don't think Eminem try to play black. If you get what I'm saying.
So I get what okay, so exactly. So you're giving him one okay, the analogy with the turkey burgers, you said something that kind of it hurts your argument. I know what the point you're trying to make, but what hurts it is you said they ate all of your turkey burgers. We're not talking about all of anything. It's the same. If you look at it, it's the same. It's like similar percentages both ways. Like it's a small percentage of black people in the Ivy Leagues. The same way it's a super small percentage of black people of white people going to black institutions. They're not taking up all of this space because you have to, as a white person living in the dominant society, you have to make a conscious effort to go against everything, all the benefits that you have to come to the black side. So the same they get ostracized the same way the black person get ostracized for wanting to go pledge and fuck with the white folks.
I'm gonna
They're
be honest with you. Is
both,
there ostracism? Is it for real ostracism?
it, it
Like,
it is no, it is because people go by groupthink though, Agony. And groupthink is one of the ways that you know what I'm saying that you were able to get these movements. Without groupthink, you don't get a movement positive or negative. You have to rally up people behind the cause.
well, that's the problem we're having now. But keep going.
Racial segregation is one of the strongest causes in the
Probably
country, has
the.
always been.
You said one of the. I would say the.
No,
To be honest,
well, at the end of the day, nothing. I mean, I don't think anything. I think money. I think money is. I don't know, cause
I'm gonna be honest. But when you talking money, it gets into classism and racism comes in somewhere in there. I'm gonna
yeah,
be
but
honest. At
it's
the end of any argument,
the money.
race shows its face.
It literally. If it wasn't for money, motherfuckers wouldn't give a fuck what your race was.
But that goes into classism, does it not?
If it wasn't for anything that you could quantify in terms of wealth,
I give you that. I give you that.
there would be no reason. Now, if we want to talk esoterics, we know the real reason why the races were separated and divided because apparently at one point in time we were all one people who were developing technology that was building a vessel or a device, and some people was just like, nah, they getting too smart. So let me spread them out and make them speak different languages. That's a plausible theory. But like I said, I don't have a problem with it because I've never gone to any HBCU and just seen a whole group of white people just hanging out. I ain't never seen an all white Greek line that crossed. When you see them, they be sprinkled just the same way we be sprinkled. So if they want to give up their rights and privileges from being white and come over here and hang out with some niggas, I'm not gonna question you. But if it come time to be black and you want to start being white because you got that on your license, now I got a problem with you. But we don't know. We don't know what lies in the hearts of men, and that's all I'm gonna say.
I give you that. I give you that. You know what? And I'm good with that. I'm good with that. We ain't said shit about dating tonight though.
We did not.
But you know what? I can't say I had a problem with the conversation. At the same time, okay, look, I'm gonna ask one of these goddamn questions.
Jill,
So,
I ain't
Keisha,
even. It's all.
huh?
It's all Keisha right here.
Keisha, what is your next vacation destination?
My next vacation destination, we going to where are we going? We going to Jamaica.
Oh, y'all already planned it?
Oh yeah, we going to April.
You know what? How single are you? Because I'm thinking this was two
Okay,
people.
come back. Okay, so I'm going to Jamaica with my best friend and her classmates.
You said we like, oh,
Okay, no, because you just
we
assumed I was
we
talking
we
about
me
somebody.
are yeah, you want to do that to Piggly Wiggly.
No, well, I'm
Well,
not talking about dude. I'm
no, and you said we, and the last person you talked about was the date
to
dude.
you.
So
Okay,
At
I'm
the
sorry
dude
because
at
I
the
did not
Piggly Wiggly.
clarify that what we meant. No, I'm going with my best friend and some of her classmates
Is your best
by myself.
friend the manager at the Piggly Wiggly?
God
Huh?
damn.
Huh?
Does your best friend manage the Piggly Wiggly?
No, she works. No.
Yeah, yeah. I better say, you know what? If she did, I say quit tomorrow. It's Piggly fucking Wiggly. Nobody should work there.
I've
Oh,
never
bro,
worked there in my life, but okay.
Look,
working.
look, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's
I
nice
gotta keep
when
it.
you're going there.
I gotta keep it funky. Yo, I worked at Wayfield when I was in high school, and Wayfield is like
They always
Piggly Wiggly Senior.
it's the meat department. The meat department at the Piggly Wiggly, the Big Bear, the Wayfield, the Ingles. Ingles done got better.
Ingles has gotten a lot. Ingles is much better.
A&P, the A&P in the West End, nigga, back in
Not the A&P. Hey yo,
bruh.
hey yo, hey. You remember Cub Foods?
The gas station right there on Lee Street that was across from the Taco Bell and the Popeyes, nigga. That shit smelled like death, nigga.
Hey, but you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Hey, Keisha, here was the cool
Death and
part.
neck bones.
Here,
Wait.
Goddamn.
oh god.
Oh,
But hey, this is what I want to say though, Keisha. You're in a very privileged place because y'all still got Winn Dixie. We had Winn Dixie here. We
You're
had
right.
Winn Dixie here for a long time. My whole growing up. And then somewhere in high school, Winn Dixie left, turned to a Big Bear. But then I go to Tampa, Florida. It was 2013. I was in Pinellas Park, and it was a Winn Dixie, and it reminded me of the Winn Dixie that used to be in Decatur at South DeKalb Mall. And I said, "Hey, yo, so this what we missing, huh?
Hmm. I worked
God,
there in high school.
huh?
I worked at Winn-Dixie in high school.
Man, look here.
And I worked at Cash and Carry before they changed it to Food Lion.
not the Food Lion. That's who I left out. Goddamn Food Lion. Oh, ring the bell for the Food Lion. Ring the bell for the
The
Food Lion.
goddamn Food Lion.
Why?
Hey, yo.
It
What
was
is
Cash and Carry before it was Food Lion. They bought it out, so now it's Food Lion.
history lesson? Because I'm about to
I
be
love it. I love it. But yo, I'm gonna sit this one out there, and DJ Agate is gonna make a quick pit stop. However, I'm gonna start it off with Keisha. It's actually two questions in one.
Hmm.
So the first one says men need to do better at blank. Second question is women need to do better at blank. I'm gonna start it off with you. Damn it, you're over here. Look, I'm pointing how it looks on the screen.
I
However,
get you.
I have to remember the mirror effect.
Right.
Even though if I did this on Instagram, my shirt would be backwards. It's so you know what?
I know.
Mirrors, cameras, whatever. Keisha, you're first. Men need to do better at blank. Women need to do better at blank. And y'all handle that. I trust y'all.
I'm gonna say, and this is for both. They need to learn how to communicate better with each other because, like the dialect, that a conversation. I like to have intellectual conversations. I like to pick people brains. Like, see, you. I can pick your brain. I would love to pick your brain all day long. I could actually sit down and have a conversation with you, as opposed to somebody else. I'd be like, I get bored and I just look at them like, yeah, okay, you really don't have anything to talk about. So it has to be some type of common ground in terms of the type of communication. Because all this, like, as far as dating scene, like, you can't. I'm a real stickler of the what you're doing. If you don't have anything backing what you're doing, stop asking me what I'm doing. Because I'm doing the same thing you asked me the last time you asked me that. The same thing. Don't ask me that. There has to
right.
be some type of action behind that what you're doing. I don't mind you asking me what you're doing, but have something that's gonna collaborate with that. What are you doing? I would love to take you on a date. Or what are you doing? Blah blah blah. And for women, they need to learn how to communicate better. If you're not interested in a man, let him know. Don't string him along, because then there's gonna, it's gonna create some type of um I want to say, it's right there in my head and I just can't think. I'm just gonna say imbalance. It's gonna create some type of imbalance, and it's gonna and this is the basis of most conversations about relationships. Oh, women this and women that, and then men this and this and that, because it's a lot of miscommunication. Everybody need to learn how to communicate.
I
Communicate.
told I totally agree with that. It's one of those things where like I have a problem with ghosting. And I
Yes.
met women who don't have a problem with ghosting you. Just like,
This
well,
is a,
I'm just said it again.
this is a great topic. I just had a conversation about this. I have an interesting take. I'm interested. Let's go.
Let me finish mine first, man. God damn.
No, 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 no.
Yo, I got you, Mark. Mark, come on, man. Don't act like we don't do this. You remember we used to do this on Thursday nights?
Bro, all the time, bro. I know.
But no, it's one of those things where I saw sisters actually verifying ghosting dude was like, well, I'm just not interested.
Let them know.
Well, why not say that? Like, look, you were cool, this, that, and the third.
But
I
we
could
just not
take
a match.
I could take that over you just over we having what I might presume is a good night, a
Mm-hmm.
good time, a good conversation, and then that
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear from you no more. I have a problem because I'm thinking like, well, what the fuck happened that from this good time it went to a no time? I have a problem with that. So why is the ghosting thing? Why not just say, look, okay, goddamn, okay, look, Ray, you know how you call yourself a fat boy? Well, it's a little too much. You're round. I tried to hug you, my fingers didn't touch. I'm like, goddamn,
Men
okay.
need to stop that shit too, because they do it too. That men, most men, I'm not gonna say all. Most men are good at that. They'll like to ghost. Look, just say you're not interested, because I'm
And see, and you know what? You speaking from a woman's point of view is why you're here.
right.
Because I've never been a woman and I've never dated a man. So no guy has ever ghosted me. Therefore, I can't speak from your experience, but I get what you're saying though. And you know, hey, I totally agree with you. The ghosted thing, that shit should be dead.
That's
That shit should be
childish.
dead. It should be dead as fuck. Like, yo, if you're not feeling shouty, or if shouty ain't feeling you for whatever reason on the woo woo,
Let them
just
know.
just be like, look. And you know, I wouldn't go. I'll be like, look, okay, last night was cool. Even though you smoked all my reefer and threw up in my car, you beat me in Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really even think this gonna jail right. But I don't have no misfortune for hey, much stay blessed and
I
success.
wish you the best.
I, damn, that rhymed. Stay blessed, success. Wish you the best. She got bars, y'all. She got bars.
Bars, bars.
So I'm with you on that. My boy got there, Jones, got there. One of my
Right.
strikers still in the building. I still got people in the building, y'all. Yo, my people in the building. Everybody, hit me in the chat right now. Just say,
Yes.
yo, I'm here. I want to holler at all my people that's still in the building after an hour and 52 minutes, and we still got them kicking like Bruce Lee right now. Hit me in the chat right now. Just drop something in the chat to say, yo, DJ Agony, we here. We fuck with you. We fuck with Music Monk. We fuck with Keisha. They good peoples, and we want to buy cakes for Corey Jones because, well,
Hey,
because of him, or because of me, we're gonna start putting rum in them cakes, y'all. I don't give a fuck what he say. Hey, can he hear me? Even though his name on the screen. Matter of fact, let me take him off so he can't hear me. We finna, we finna start putting rum in them cakes, y'all.
Leave him alone. Let the man do him do.
Yeah. That's about to happen, y'all. So okay, all my people in the chat, holler at me. Just drop something. Let me know y'all
Right
here.
though,
Yo,
the conversation is a lost art, because a lot of people do not know how to
yeah.
formulate a meaningful conversation.
you know what? I want to take it a step further from what you just said. I really feel like a lot of people don't know how to take a conversation. In a conversation, well, hold up, Monk. Hold up, because
Okay.
Monk, I see it. I see it, Monk. Just give me a second.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
So, a lot of people don't know how to have a conversation without getting offended.
Right. I
I
agree.
get I get myself the goddamn bill on that one.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
got I got Beef in the building. What up, Beef? I got my boy Jay Scott in the building. What up, boy? But yo, Monk, I saw the sweat coming out I saw the steam coming out the
Oh
Scully. Yo.
no, it's not even that. Like I mean, like I said, I'm always
Hey, yo, I got my LF in the building. What up, shouty?
oh,
What up,
uh,
people?
so so interesting take. Um, it might be a tad bit controversial, but let's go for it. That's why we're here.
So we
Okay.
got that box right there. Oh, I pointed
I
right the
feel,
first
I
time.
feel, I feel like, um, and I heard everyone, and everything that everyone is saying is 100% true. But I'm going to insert some other concepts, some other factors. Okay.
Okay.
Number one, let me just start off with the controversy first. Ghosting doesn't exist, and if it does exist, it probably was started by women first.
Ooh.
Number
I can
number
see that.
number two, we have given so much of our lives. We've become so technology dependent to where we don't understand how we expect the world to work like our cell phones and microwaves, but it don't work like that. So
Ooh.
just imagine, let's
Quickly.
imagine this is the 1850s. Now I know it's not, but let's just imagine it's the 1850s and we not slaves. We just walking around. If I meet a young lady and like we hitting it off and then something happens, like the likelihood of that shit happening back in the day, it happened a lot. But what ended up happening was that we evolved with technology, so our means of communication created a greater responsibility, seemingly, for us to communicate certain, right?
Mhm.
That doesn't always work out when you're just meeting somebody. Because it's like and this is why I say we don't have culture, we don't have a standard and traditions and norms in the dating world, because we don't have these baselines of how we should respect each other off rip. Now, if we were to work on that, you know what I'm saying, then that's different. But sometimes you don't owe people shit. If I just meet you and we ain't hitting it off, I don't necessarily owe you that, because everybody, we live in a day and age to where you try to tell, like, why the fuck would I tell you all the things I don't like about you instead of just being like, you see what I'm saying? Like that shit's kind of extra, and that's how people start getting into it.
hold
Sometimes,
up, hold up. But let me ask you this, Mark. Let me ask you this, Mark. This is a yes or no question. You ever quit a job?
yeah,
Okay. So in your resignation letter, did you say the cafeteria ain't shit, the janitor's a bitch, the fucking manager sucks, he don't know shit from shit, but his daddy run the company? Like, did you really get into
Logistics.
the itemization of that? Did you itemize why you quit the
N-
job, or did you just
n-
say, I'm seeking further employment on better opportunities? God bless, much success.
there's a difference between quitting and resigning.
Is that quitting the job and what?
And
Resigning.
there's a difference. When you resign, you submit a resignation letter. When you quit, nigga, you fucking quit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I treated them all the same. I ain't finna lie.
Hit
When I no
the
longer want to
bell,
work,
nigga. Hit the
when I'm not getting fired, if I'm not getting fired, I'm quitting slash now. Okay, if
hey,
I'm getting my ass tossed and they say, well, you get to at least write a letter, that's different.
but once again, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree with Jocelyn, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
sometimes everybody is not on that level, and sometimes like the if you really got a connection with somebody and something ends amicably, the chances of it ghosting versus, you know what I'm saying, ghosting, sometimes it beats people kind of just fade apart. There are other mitigating factors in the new realm of online dating.
Mhm.
So how
Mm.
can I ghost somebody when the entire mechanism that I meet you on is already flawed? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that the feelings and all that stuff isn't real, but what I'm saying is that how we go about doing things, ghosting is the least like, you done matched up. You got 50 likes, 20 people in your message box. You got all of these motherfucking options, but what it is that the person that you wanted that it don't work out with, that's the person that ghosted you. The person that you didn't like is a nigga that you got rid of, or the chick that you got rid of. It's only
Mm.
ghost. It's based on emotions. That's my whole
Mm.
point. Ghosting is matter of perspective and perception.
So I get what you're saying, Monk. So what you're saying, so how I would draw that up would be like, okay, so if you wasn't really feeling Shawty and she just disappeared, well, cool. I wasn't fucking with you that hard, no way. But if you was for real feeling her and she disappeared, then it's ghosting.
It's vice versa. No, what it is what it
Yeah,
is.
I said it wrong. Goddamn.
If I like a girl, the narrative, he, he who writes the narrative is the victim or the victor. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
that's just how it
given.
goes.
I mean, that's
So,
a given though. I'm
so
with that.
right, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling this girl and she just stopped talking to me, then because I liked her, she ghosted me. But if it's this girl and we just dating and it fizzles out and there's no communication and there was no intrinsic connection there, I'm not going to view that as ghosting because I have no connectivity to her like that. And that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that
Mhm.
ghosting is a matter of emotional perspective. If you like somebody, if you
Perspective.
looking forward to something and that motherfucker stands you up, they stand you up. But inversely, what if the motherfucker get into an accident and in a coma? That's what I'm saying. We assume the negative so much when shit doesn't happen, as opposed to, and I know this is very hard, but sometimes when shit don't happen, you gotta just chalk it up as it's a fucking blessing for you. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard to think of. I know it is because we want
Like you dodged the bullet.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like when there,
Woo!
when there's
You should
somebody
talk that shit.
when there's somebody on the highway on a 2-lane road driving slow in front of me, right? I don't even trip no more because I'd be like, they probably saving me from something ahead that I don't know about. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because if you tell, first of all, let's just be honest, Miss Jocelyn, and I feel what you're saying. I'm reading her comment. We don't live in a culture and a society to where it's equal acceptance of what men have to say when it's not positive towards women. So if I sit up here and go out on a date with a woman and she's
Ooh.
feeling me, and I tell her all the reasons or if I tell her I'm not feeling her, I'm finna be gay, little dick, ugly. I'm finna be all of this shit.
Oh,
So,
hey,
I'm
you gonna
fucking
be a fuck nigga too.
I'm
Don't
not
forget.
finna fucking tell you that shit. You gonna learn the fucking lesson the same way every man that can't get no pussy learn how to make himself better. Every woman don't tell a man what to do to make himself better. Men be having to cultivate themselves. So if I got to cultivate myself through trial and error, through the results of my own life, then why can't, if you notice that niggas is not checking for you and they not talking to you, maybe it's because you're not presenting yourself in the right way. Because
And or they're
everything,
ghosting you.
or it can't, you can't put
Mm-mm.
people's, it's not, you can't put the perception of yourself in other people's eyes on anybody other than you at the end of the day. If you're getting the same result, if people keep
Mm.
if people keep telling you, if people keep telling you, you know what, I didn't like you at first. If you hear that shit
Ooh.
oftentimes, then maybe you come across a little abrasive at first.
Maybe it's your approach.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying.
Come
But
on now.
that
Come
don't
on
mean
now.
trying to dim your light. Everybody who give you a lesson is not gonna be somebody that love you. And
These
we
are
got to get the
facts.
fuck up out of that shit, man. We feel like
These are facts.
is if it's on a silver fucking platter and it's said exactly the right fucking way. If you play football, you know for a fact your ass got cussed out 3-4 times a week. Just even when you did good, you got cussed the fuck out. You couldn't act like no bitch on the sideline playing no sports.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Monk. The wrestling team caught it too.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Everybody caught that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like, man, the coach don't like me. I don't like the way he talked to me. Nigga, he talked to everybody like that.
Monk, have you been in youth sports lately? Yeah, it's a little different. It's a little different.
Because we give out participation trophies. That's why.
Whoo.
I never got no motherfucking participation trophy. A fucking ribbon for showing up, nigga. What? And if you did try to give me that shit, nigga, that shit was in the trash, bruh. Fucking with that shit.
That's real. That's real, y'all. Keisha, what you got for these folks, man? Tell them any last words you got, any final words. Like I said, we got to about a couple of questions, but this dialogue was what I call, as what's called on the dope show, ghetto gold.
Yeah.
Keisha, you're more than welcome to any time I have a goddamn platform, you have a seat on it. Just let me know. Like I said, if nothing else, maybe you got to call them folks to tell them, look, I ain't coming tonight. Call y'all in the morning.
I actually did. I was supposed to go out of town this weekend because I was supposed to be going on a camping trip. So then I thought about it. I was like, do I really want to go to work? I was like, nope, I need the rest because I'm tired.
Wait a minute, Freaky Ziggy was taking you camping? You left that part out.
No, 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 no. I was going on a camping trip with my best friend.
I'm just joking. You better catch on to these jokes, goddammit. Because they also plentiful here on the Dope Show. But let
I'm
these
not worried
folks,
about you.
huh?
I said I'm not worried about you. You could.
But at the same time, any final words, any final thoughts, final sentiments, let these folks know if you want to where to find you, any visits you got coming up, side hustles. If you sell weed, don't tell them that on the Dope Show. Just say you're a tree cultivator.
I am. I do. I have. I'm actually going to be relaunching my business soon. I can't give all the specifics right now because I'm still working on it. So it's a lot of things that I do that I'm going to be working on. Um, and I actually decided myself for the next couple of months I need to focus, and I am going to take a social media break because a lot of people don't understand that shit is a distraction from what you if you're trying to accomplish something. And sometimes I don't know how to get away from it. It's just easy to get down. So I was just like, look, what I need to do now. I got the job. I got stuff I got to do in the interim. So
Okay, so
that's
so you better duck your head down and gut it out.
Duke it, took it.
yep,
Hey, ain't
out the
nothing wrong
mud.
with ain't nothing wrong with that, sister. I feel like this right here. The fact that you recognized it and you know how to put the steps in between it to say, you know what? Maybe I need social media to be less of a distraction while I duck it, gut it out.
Out the mud.
I salute you on that. I salute you on that, and I appreciate you for coming on the Dope Show, yo. Like I
Oh,
said,
gratitude
as
for having me.
long as I have a platform and that cussing box is in the corner, along with my logo, you got a seat right here. You got a seat. Just always know that. Don't be no stranger to the Dope Show. You
Of
see,
course.
Monk here every other week. He ain't no stranger. He live here basically. But if he here next month, I'm charging him rent.
That
If they
I
want to
think
find me, I'm a
dollars.
I am
Hold
going
on,
to
hold
get
on.
my
You better drop
social.
the question, Monk.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, if they want to find me, I am Keisha Nicole on Facebook, on Instagram. I have two Instagrams. The my personal one is Mocha Passion 19, and my business one is Capital Conglomerate LLC.
Okay.
I
Dope shit. I appreciate you coming through. Like I said, hey
That's
y'all, I'm gonna be real with you. This took about 2 months in the making. She hard to catch, y'all. So if y'all
because
want
I
to say
work on
something,
Fridays.
huh?
I work on Fridays. That's why
And see, I work on Fridays too, but at 3:30 in the afternoon, I'm off.
yeah.
I'm not. But I'm not off at 3:30.
Hey,
Now for
look,
the next 12 weeks, I'm going to be off on Fridays and Saturdays. So anytime you
yeah.
want to have me on the show again, I'm here.
Hey, the invite is out there. If you
All
just
right.
blink and say, "Hey, DJ Agony, I want to talk some shit," I'm like, "Well, you know where to find me at on Friday? Come talk that shit." Keisha Nicole, I appreciate you for coming through.
It was a pleasure, love.
For all y'all who don't even know, who think I could just call people on a random because I feel like it. If y'all noticed, this show was supposed to happen a month ago, but we
It
were
was.
here, there, we was like this, and look, this is 2 months in the making right here. Now, Monk, that's my guy. That's my guy. And like I said, me and Monk, we got some conversation we ain't had since that last time in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro, man. We got a lot to discuss, man. But
Yo, let's meet. Let's plan it out. Meet up in the physical, man.
shit,
Because
do it, bro. Let's do it.
this
Do
this
it.
ain't no telephone conversation. But I got you. Tell these people what you do, where you at, and if they want to holler at Music Monk, man, what they need to do.
Hey, man. First of all, thank you all. Thank you all. Beautiful young lady, Miss Keisha. I appreciate all of your energy down there in Florida. Appreciate what you brought to the show tonight.
Absolutely.
Always, as always, I always appreciate the invites and to your viewership, man. Thank you. Thank you for always tuning in, dropping comments, man, having us laughing, you know what I'm saying? Give it, you know what I'm saying, keeping us on track, you know what I mean? Because I be out here going all crazy and shit. But definitely, man, it's an honor and a pleasure. You can find me at Monk ATL, just like it is right there in the caption at the bottom of the screen. I'm on IG. Hit me up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm really accessible. I love to talk to the people. I don't mind being challenged. I don't mind being wrong. But I definitely love pushing everything forward, you know what I'm saying, out of love and respect. So appreciate everyone. Everyone stay safe this weekend. Look both ways before you cross the street. And
Love
just
yourself first. Put yourself first.
put yourself first, man, and patience and grace, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Patience and grace for everyone. Patience and grace.
Like I said, yo, big shouts out to my boy Corey Jones, the real J Scott, Corey's Heavenly Cakes, man.
I
Yo,
want a cake, Corey.
hey, cakes, muffins, and mini bunt cakes. Yeah, we do all that over here, man. And
Cupcakes.
yeah, I'm having promo because you know what? Next time he making a cake, I'm gonna walk past with a bottle of Bacardi Gold and be like, "Oops, god damn it, did they get in your man? How the fuck did that happen? What the fuck, man? Yo, I can't believe somebody pulled rum in your cake mix. Like, and the nigga keep doing it, man. Like, this nigga is wrong. But yo,
Yes.
definitely check out Corey's Heavenly Cakes. Check out 17 to Slickville. My brother Jason Brown, who
Jason,
came in, Jason Brown that came in here and kicked good shit with me tonight. Yo, every shirt that you see that I'm gonna be sitting here with, got that dope on the patch, he made it. So if you got shirt needs, hoodie needs, whatever, holla at my boy Jason Brown, 710 Print Shop, and check out 710 to Slickville on Monday nights. You still doing it at 9 o'clock? I remember it was Monday nights, 9 o'clock. And I used to always ask him, why would you put your show at Monday Night Football? He never gave me a straight answer. I still don't know, but that's that man business. He grown. Also, check out the God damn it.
Mm. Oh.
yeah, man. Yes. All right, Jocelyn. All right, Jocelyn. Hey,
Hey, my chat cutting the fuck up tonight. I
hey, for
love it.
real.
I love y'all energy
Man,
because without y'all, there
station.
would be no dope show. Word is bond, man.
I would be remiss if I didn't shout out, man, my brothers, Lance and Rashid. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Beer,
Beer in a conversation
beer
Thursday nights. What is it, Thursday
Thursday.
night, 8 o'clock?
Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, man. Comprehensive barbershop talk, man. We talk about everything. We've been doing it for years, man. Those my brothers, you my brother. Keisha, you my new sister. Saga, I see you out there. Hey man, taco meat out all the rest of the weekend, my ninjas. No,
I love it. I love it. I love it. Even the taco meat. Yo, check out my brother Saga Boss Tuesday nights. I can't give you the exact time, but yo, Tuesday nights, Love Parlor. Look it up. It's spelled how it's supposed to be. Just put Love Parlor
the
in.
love parlor.
The love part. That when you love somebody. You know what I'm saying? And my brother kicking good shit. Yo, that is the DTTO show 3.5 right there. So yo, y'all check in and don't be surprised if and when DJ Agony pops up on the Love Parlor. It's gonna happen. If I got a show, my brother got a show, and vice versa. It's
Hey,
just how I go. You know
hey,
what I'm saying? But
When
yo,
I have my, I want y'all to be on there as well.
hey,
hell yeah.
we coming through.
Absolutely. I'm bringing Monk with me. I'm bringing Cutter Codeine so he can talk that good New Orleans good shit with you. Everybody kicking
Come
good
on.
shit tonight. Yo, but yo, y'all know how to find me, man. Dope Enterprise on YouTube, Dope Enterprise on Facebook, Dope Dot Enterprise on Instagram. And yo, I'm not hard to find. Just hit me up Wednesday night, quick 30, my favorite top 10 list on whatever I just feel like I'm feeling at the time. So top 10 list. I would give y'all next Wednesday's top 10 list, but I don't want to. Yeah, that means y'all gotta come through next Wednesday to figure out what I'm talking about next Wednesday. But it's on Wednesday. That's Friday. Today's Friday. I give y'all 5 days to recover from this good dope y'all just had, and then come through on Wednesday night, hit the quick 30, get the top 10 list, jump in the chat, talk that good shit, and then meet me next Friday for another dope show. Yo, I love what I do. I love the people that love me and what I'm doing, and I appreciate everybody that's not me that supports me right now. You see what I'm saying? Everybody that's not me that supports me, I appreciate y'all because without y'all, I'd just be a dude sitting in this room talking to his computer. So I appreciate y'all. And
We
as
need
the
to finish this conversation.
Oh, there will be a part 10 and a half by the time we through with it. I ain't never get through my damn cars either.
I
ain't tripping.
know. That's what I'm saying. We need to have another. Yeah.
Absolutely. There will definitely be a part 2 to this.
Yeah,
So don't worry. And Keisha, don't get lost, miss 2 months and a half.
I won't.
No doubt. I'll reach out. In the words of the great Larry Hodges, East Point Smokes of Dank.
call it Paul in the house.
No doubt. Now, how I end my show every week, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity can pay to greatness. That is Keisha. That is Monk ATL. I am DJ Agony. We're all dope. And we out. Peace.